What's up, world? This is the Deeply Rooted Vodcast host, Miss JB, aka Waco Alien, and we got Lil Willie from the Mainers, aka Mr. Introduction.
This is where reality meets wisdom.
Y'all look us up at Deeply Rooted BL9DC. YouTubers, y'all. Listen one more time at BL9DC.
Stay connected and deeply rooted
at all times. No, get over there and know we hit that when we know it's starting to start. Greetings, kings, queens. Welcome to the Deeply Rooted Vodcast show. Here is where reality meets wisdom.
If you know better, you'll do better.
All the time. Y'all know how we start off. We got to give a big shout out to the big D.O.G. G.O.D. for waking us all up today. And now y'all can watch the show. Okay. Today, we're doing our Valentine's Day special. It is the men versus the women. Because y'all know how Valentine's Day is a big topic and everybody got this is supposed to be that and that's supposed to be that. So today we're just going to take opinions on the male versus the female race all together. We're going to play a little game. We got guests here. We're going to have fun, y'all. Everybody in the house say, hey. Hey. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's another day, but it's a day that we're going to talk about a little bit pertaining to our topic. So, let's get started in, and we have so many beautiful guests in the house today. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and what they do, because we're also still honoring Black History Month with Black businesses, and we got a few out here today. All right? So, y'all know me. I'm Miss JB, the Waco Alien.
I'm Lil Willie from the Miners, a.k.a. Mr. Introduction.
Mac Do. Hot host, deeply rooted.
Sean Blue, aka French Fry.
Laquita Brewer from my hair, restaurants, business, entrepreneur, boss.
That's right.
Orva Denise, better known as Niecy, Waco, Texas. Two Pickle, Waco's own. In the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two Pickles.
Yes.
We mad she ain't bring us no pickles, y'all.
Yes. With boardwalk on there and double latex service.
Already. Okay. Y'all check them out. Y'all heard it. So now y'all know we got some bosses in the house tonight. Well, today it ain't technically night yet, but the way that the time is going, it seems like it's night all day long, y'all. So we're going to get some good opinions on some of the topics that I asked around about and got a couple good answers on. And so we got 5 good questions and 5 good answers to each question. We'll win points by who answered it, male or female. And we're going to see who the boss, who really the boss. I got that from my girl Queen last time, y'all. She killed me with that. I love it. She is a life coach, and she's always coaching me something. You know what I'm saying? God bless her, and I appreciate her. So let's get the show rolling. I don't know if that's cheating because we got her, but because she is a life coach, But she is a female. She has a heart, a mind, and a soul, just like everybody else. All the other queens in the house and the kings too. It ain't very many. We got one more that's gonna be on deck. But before we start the actual game, we just gonna talk a little bit about love, life, relationships. Okay, we are. All right, got there yet? I know. You know what I'm saying? French fry. Tell them French fry. Tell them right there.
We forget stuff, y'all.
I ain't forget today. I ain't get there.
Because you was getting in, so I didn't, I'm sorry.
You know I'm going to get it in. So, before we get started, as requested by French fry, she don't want me to say nothing else. Till we swear in our guests. So everybody on deck, raise your right hand. And we need y'all to agree to the terms of this agreement. Do you all, deeply rooted, promise to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, especially on men versus women, y'all. So help me God. So do y'all agree?
Yeah.
We agree. All right, queens and kings, let's do it. French fry.
Huh?
I don't know why I just wanted to call her out, y'all, today. Hey, we got a little beef. We might should squash this beef real quick.
My knee.
I'm tired of French fry getting me in public and doing famous. It calling out getting us mobbed by people, y'all.
Not my problem.
It is. You be on stage doing your thing somewhere else. So you got security. We don't. Okay, so we gonna have beef. We gotta get it over with before midnight. You know what the Lord said?
What he said?
We can't go to sleep angry. And we night out, so we got the midnight.
Okay, cool.
You know, everybody else's bedtime different, but you know what I mean? I still got beef with you right now, okay? She ain't gonna never admit y'all and say she ain't gonna do it. But she does it everywhere.
Every time.
And I'm talking about turning the whole crowd to the Deeply Rooted Crew. Now, y'all know that's love and respect.
That's right.
But she keep going, y'all. She gonna call us out by name, character, all the above. And if she got some beef with her, she gonna call that out too. So can we squash that beef now?
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
over. Like I do owe you one, but I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
You surrender?
I surrender. I surrender.
What your white tie?
I'm the one. Who's fat that white tie? I'm voluntarily surrendering.
Use your little.
Under, really kind of under pressure so we can end this.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, all right. Don't give me again in church. All right. Church. All right, y'all. See, look, we successfully squashed a little beef. It might be on my end. It might not be on French fries end.
It's not mine. I'm good.
I'm going to tell if she don't. Okay. All right, y'all. So we going to get the show rolling. That felt kind of good, though.
Yeah, it did.
I really had some beef with you. You know what I'm
My
saying?
back even stopped hurting.
Good.
You
See, the good Lord took it up off because He know you be doing wrong. He know it. He know it. Oh, He know it, y'all. I'm talking about everywhere we go. And then she's like our biggest cheerleader, but then again, sometimes it goes too far. Like I was feeling like you was feeling like, oh my God, what's about to happen? You know what I'm saying? Just be looking at everybody like, all their phones and cameras turned to us. It's funny sometimes, but. Anyways, y'all, moving forward. Let's get this party started.
Let's get it.
I was gonna ask you French fries since you always got something to say about relationships.
Yeah.
You got any questions you want to ask first? Because I know once I start, you gonna start in like, wait,
Man, why people so petty?
and that ain't on the list.
She
That
said that
ain't on the list. I told you I knew she gonna ask something around it, so I might as well go and get it out of it right now. Anybody want to answer that?
Elaborate.
You saying petty, and
I mean petty.
Elaborate though.
Petty. To the last penny. Petty.
What you talking about in relationship?
Relationship.
Or people?
Or period.
Period. Exclamation mark, quotation marks, everything.
Well, I think let's keep it to relationships. Since we
But
are-
do y'all think that's culturally though? Are we petty culturally?
I think it's mentally. It's your mentality. If you're not, you only petty because you're not grown.
Amen.
You know, if you're not mature, you're gonna be petty. But when you're grown, you put away childish things, so it's not a tit for tat. In relationships, that's where they get off balance. You got one fighting for. I blame it on culture. I blame it on I ain't gonna even go into the Willie Lynch letter because that's a whole nother thing.
Right,
but I
right,
blame it on that too.
Yeah.
But also, as men and women, we fighting amongst each other to have a relationship because we don't understand how to balance out our femininity and masculinity. All of us have to use both of them, whether anybody thinks that or not. Everybody has to use both of them. Like women, you have some people that say, "Well, I'm independent. I don't need a man." Yes, you do. You not saying that you need it like that, but you need to be equally yoked with somebody, a partner, somebody pushing, because you can't do it all by yourself. But you got men that they've told all this time, you can't cry, you can't show your feelings, and nothing. They need to be in touch with the feminine side because it's animus and anima. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell Willie all the time, Willie, you gotta be strong, you gotta be strong, you gotta be strong, you gotta be strong, you can't cry, you can't do this, that messes with the feminine part of his being, which he really was born with. Yes, he's supposed to be able to break down and cry so he won't be a bitter, angry man that runs around beating women. Right. Or telling a woman, I run this and that. He's supposed to be able to feel that. And then if we can feel our masculinity as in being productive, you know, masculine, they want you to be productive. Right. They want you to be have power and hold strength. So that's how we're able to keep jobs as women and keep going and prosper and keep going like that. But when you're petty only means that you have some kind of underlying condition, child trauma, that you're still holding on to that doesn't allow you to develop a natural relationship with your spouse.
Or within.
Yeah.
And I think though too that it can start too with us as women, us raising kids. Sometimes we petty. We petty with the baby daddy, we petty with the husband.
But that's come from not being grown.
Right. Yeah, but culturally we have passed those down generation after
Generational
generation.
curses.
Now we got the internet.
Yeah.
We got podcast, we got all these things. and people promote that.
Yes, and
Right,
generational curses. They
Yeah.
have to be broken because you got you got mothers saying you don't need no man because she ain't never kept a man. And you got dudes saying, man, I wouldn't do all that for my baby because you ain't never took care of none of your kids.
I feel like I feel like everybody be talking all that good talk, but they don't have sacrifice for the bad. And I think when in life you got to always have sacrifice for the bad. That way you can always have understanding in the moment. Because until the end, it's gonna always be a conflict. Because understanding got to always control the moment, no matter what.
So is pettiness too more? Is it more petty of this generation?
I just think it's really petty overall because we wouldn't talk nothing. For one, we didn't have no structure, so it was all by design. If you ask me, because I mean, you get talked like when I was a kid, I was getting talked to like I was grown. Getting cussed at and talked to crazy. I became grown and got to get talked to like a kid. So I think it got to do with like with a little bit of everything.
So backgrounds would affect the way that occurs because some people's background didn't entail that. My background was a structured background, so there was no feuding that took place.
Right.
The feuding that took place with me came from majority coming out of a setting that I was used to, going in the setting that I wasn't.
But you were born to exactly. I see.
Coming from a private school, 2-parent household.
You had your dad and mom.
Then I had to become petty with other people that were petty because I had to fight. I'm fighting all my life.
That's a great point. That's a great point that she made. That sometimes, the adaptive life she had to get on another level. It may not have been her level, and that's not her character being petty, but in order to move around, in the situation you were in, you had to like, I'm knowing I'm doing something petty. And I think it's a difference when you like, okay, I know I'm about to do this. This is petty. You know what I'm saying? Versus that's just your character. That you always look to pick at something, no matter what it is. It could be something good and you're still going to pick at it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's, like you said, a background and a mindset of choosing to be petty, like I'm going to be petty. Or
have to fight against not being petty.
Right.
You gotta fight against because you like, oh, you coming for me? Oh, well.
Is it worth it?
I know how to come back now. And then we're going to be Energizer Bunny verse. Your fight and my fight. Because it's going to be two different fights.
My take on it too is, if it ain't earning me no money, I really don't entertain certain pettiness. Because my thing is, they take too much energy and time. I didn't earn nothing out of it. Me being petty, or it's gonna cost me in the long run because I did something super petty.
My money is time.
My money is time.
And when you get to that point, I mean, because you have to
mentally keep forcing it to myself.
You have to.
But the thing with me, I've never been petty a day in my life. But like you said, the people that make you petty, you get tested, and it seems like you being petty for standing on what's right.
People are raised. It's a big difference in when you raised off of love and survival.
Man, I said that.
If you're raised off survival, you don't know nothing but to take, to put down, to criticize, because you're always scratching and clawing your way to try to get. But when you were nurtured and loved, you don't have that hate in your body. You can tell another girl, oh, you was so pretty, that looks good. But when you wasn't, I don't like the way she do that, and she shouldn't have did that because you couldn't do it. So it's a big difference. You got to have it. Listen, it's in me, not on me.
There you go.
And even raised with love, you know the survival mode, and
Some people, I'll take that back. I was raised on love, and no, I did not know the survival mode. I entered that with people that I came in contact with.
Right.
And then I understood why they. But the battle was long to get to the understanding because I'm just like,
because it was confusion to you.
Why?
I went through that.
Everything in my power. What is the problem?
Yeah, but you call it reality.
You know what's right.
And it's not. And they're telling me, but everybody don't think like you, and everybody's not the same. But I'm not gravitating towards it. I'm gravitating towards my norm. I'm doing my norm. Not knowing your norm and mine is two different homes. Way over there, way over there. matter.
Oh, that's great. That's
And it
wild.
does make
Nah,
a
that's
big
real.
difference because I myself grew up book smart and not street smart, and that's a part of learning a different type of survival. So
Right.
it was like you said it and it sum up to exactly that. You know what I'm saying? You were raised this way, but then you had to become street smart. Street smart brings you into being a little petty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Put you in survival mode.
Yep.
You know, put you in a lot of modes.
You got all levels. You got 1 to 1,001.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what they mean when they say going 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So my question is, and I'm not calling out nobody. You don't even have to answer this. I haven't been incarcerated. Have I been in jail? Yes.
Right.
Okay. Does incarceration cause some of our men to be more petty because of what I want to say here?
They talk and gossip a lot in jail.
Does that breed?
I think
Because
that's
what
why.
I'm gonna say is coming out of certain environments, because we have come from 90 to now, we had a generation that are coming back.
Right.
A lot of people coming back home. Okay, then you get to interact with certain people. I mean, are we looking at certain things that cause, and then like she just said about 2 different worlds. You come and interact with people that think a certain way, and they like, oh, well, you soft, you sensitive. Oh, I don't think like you. But you trying to teach them that it don't have to be this way. You don't have to be petty all the time.
Well, the thing is, people petty is something some people use as a attack. It's attack form. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get petty to attack you. You know what I'm saying? They know petty will get you outside your
Like
character if you're
attack.
not even petty.
Yeah.
So it's like character attack.
Yeah, like a
character
text, like-
attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because I did time in prison. I did 10. And I wouldn't petty if I went. I wouldn't petty when I come home. Because at the end of the day, I believe in me. I have self-worth. We came from nothing. So, you know, me being petty, that's the last thing on my mind when I've been blessed to be who I
But
am.
do you think that breeds pettiness?
But no,
in certain men?
if you already got it, if you already a small
Okay.
thinker, if it's in you, when you're in prison, it's gonna make you
It'll manifest more.
The bitterness, the bitter in you is gonna make it worse than bitter.
Yeah.
My mistakes made me better. My mistakes have made me better.
They
should
exercise
have everybody
a
better.
petty man exercises more of his feminine energy than he should. He's not balanced. That means
Okay.
he's
Man,
been
that's a
around.
good way
He's been around messy women, messy situations,
Mhm.
and other messy men. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Because
Wow.
he does not know how to balance.
Yeah.
So that's why you would say, people would say that's a you know, in the streets, what they would call you, one of them,
Right.
ninjas.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because he's not balanced.
Mhm.
His masculinity, he's way over here in girl business and doing girl stuff and pillow talking.
And not understanding
pillow
that he's doing it.
See,
And not
Yes.
and knowing that he is, because to the men he still is
A man.
one of those. Like
Yeah.
a man would be like, I don't fool with that dude. You
Right,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Because that dude on some girl stuff. Like I'm just gonna use it like that because he on some girl stuff because he's exercising more of his feminine. He didn't have 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
He didn't have an active father or active father figure or anything like that to help nourish him. So he stayed up under them girls, the women, and tried to, you know, maybe coat more women or nothing. But that's what also he uses against to attack. He's not only attacking you, a man that uses more feminine energy. He's attacking males that don't use, that are masculine, that are alpha males.
Exactly.
He can't stand them. He
Yeah.
dropping dimes on them. He telling their girls what they doing and everything.
Huh.
That's just, and just like a woman, if she does not know how to stay in her place and stay more feminine than masculine, balance it out, guess what she's gonna do?
Right, right.
I don't need no man. I don't need this.
Right.
I am whoop a dude. The dude better do this. If you don't tell me nothing, you putting your hands on a man and expect not to be getting hit back because you. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I've always been taught keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
Once you put yourself in, my daddy said, don't never put yourself in a position of being a man. And if you touch a man, don't. I can't tell you. I can't tell you, but I can tell you this much. If a man doesn't have his brain by the time he's 30, he'll never get it.
see.
And my thing is, if you're weak, you're weak. I mean, adversity make the weak weaker and the strong stronger. You just know it. You can't get no. That's ABC 1, 2, 3.
But
Now,
how-
a woman ain't gonna be no little girl, and the girl can't be a woman. Just like a man can't be a little boy, and a little boy can't be a man.
And how are you gonna make someone?
Well, you can't. It's just
It's not to make them understand.
Huh.
It's to
I'm gonna use like this.
find a way to redirect in a manner where it doesn't offend.
I'm like
So-
this. Y'all
so how does that
y'all
work?
dominant women. Y'all dominant. I'm just using y'all as an example. Y'all dominant women.
Strong.
Y'all strong dominant women. It's hard to find a man to match that, especially when we talking to everything but a man.
Not
It's not necessarily. That's not.
I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that you can't get it.
But
I'm
I'm saying you can't get it, but it's hard to match it. That's hard to match
It's not hard to
What's the
match.
match though? What's the
But-
match?
yeah,
Because if we were talking to be everything but a man, when a dominant woman, it's hard to find a man
Let me
that the
tell
level up
you.
with.
Let me
No,
tell you how you
it's
fix
not.
that.
To me.
How you fix that?
In a sense, it is.
Yeah,
But
it's a
in
little.
today's time and what the younger generation is experiencing,
I
yes,
agree
it
with
is.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and because
Yeah.
there ain't no
So
business.
where we came from,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a different opinion.
Like with your pops
Yeah.
was there, he was the pops of everybody
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Like he helped.
Yeah.
We missing that.
We're missing that. We don't
But
have that. And
Cause women supposed to make their man better. If a man got it in him, he's supposed to
This is
use
what I'm
it.
telling you.
It's
So
a
if he ain't got
circle.
it in him, if he ain't got it in him, he ain't got it in him.
That woman has to
Yeah.
feel secure,
Matter
and
if
that's
we-
what makes her
Exactly.
man
Right.
help
Matter
her
if
man
we
better.
are
They make
dominant.
each other
Yeah.
better.
You can take a man
Yeah.
that shows potential and
Exactly.
we know
That's
that he's not
absolutely
his
right.
full
That's
right.
potential, but we could be
Bring it out.
dominant and put that backbone
Yeah,
in him
exactly.
and make him who he's
Yeah.
supposed to be because that's where he came from. When
Right.
man came out of a woman,
Mhm.
so that's your first.
I don't necessarily think that it's a thing that we can make them do.
No.
I think it's a thing that we can
Encouragement.
influence them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because-
I'm not saying make them, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it'll rub off on you.
Yeah.
It'll
Like
make
that
them
you-
wanna
if you-
do it.
If you see
Yeah.
you
If you got a strong woman,
pushing
it
you.
makes you want to do it.
In a sense.
Yeah.
And
Because he
In
be
some
Cause
men.
me being-
and I'm
me
gonna
being
say
the way I
not
am.
all men
Right.
because
Right,
Yeah.
right.
that is already an uncomfortable position for him to navigate over to her
Right.
side.
Cause even with me, I love.
He really on his inside, he's pulling
Yeah.
against it
Yeah.
because it's uncomfortable
Mhm.
and unfamiliar. He
Right.
doesn't understand it.
Right.
And so that woman is gonna be like too much to him.
Yes.
So
Right.
he's gonna fight with you because he's gonna try to get back and tip over here on this side because that comfortable place is that comfortable place with us all.
She just
You
described
don't
that type
run
of man that ain't
towards
strong enough for
discomfort.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
That's exactly what.
Yeah, but it's still a pullback when it comes to strength. Cause when you talking about strength, you can't nobody be a weakness of one. It's got to be both. Got to be strength
But
each other.
most cases,
Yeah.
who
That's not the
is
truth,
now
yes.
has the most
Now it's not.
strength saying can handle the most of the weight on their shoulder and back. A woman, because we having to handle it.
I mean,
We
women.
have-
I'm saying women. I mean,
And I'm
just
not
thought
taking away from no man because I need a man.
No.
I'm the one that need a man.
No, women been raised in the world. I
I
know
want
what
carry him groceries and
I want
bags.
you to pick that.
No.
Baby, I need you. Yeah, I need
You need to pick that
I'm
bed,
tired of doing
move
it by
this whole
myself.
house. I'll pack the house up, box it up, but you take everything out.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can
I agree
coordinate
with
the
you.
move and get everything, but just go ahead and get your boys and then y'all.
Yeah, so I am at your place. I'm gonna compromise a little bit. I'm gonna let up a little bit because I know I probably been on the knee.
Yeah, but I just feel like that man. We've been lacking men in all aspects of life. We've been lacking men
Yeah.
because my mother's been raised. She raised 4 boys,
Yeah.
and she didn't talk about our dad.
Yeah.
And women still raising the world,
Yeah.
and these overgrown men still pointing the finger
Yeah.
and don't want to stand up for
Yeah.
nothing. They don't want to respect another man.
Yeah.
They ain't opening the door for no woman.
Yeah.
They ain't doing none of that.
They're not loving
Yeah.
themselves.
Exactly.
And so their lack of love for self is losing the love for your kids in an
Yeah.
effective way because you can't really embrace your kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing
It's a
for
hard
men
thing.
to do because when your kid is smacking back at you, your teenager or your young adult is gonna do some stuff to test you.
But that's
If
where
you
that,
test
that's where that
somebody
village
else,
came. That's where the village and men came in as the village because like I said, I wouldn't be the man I am today if it weren't for
If
the
it
village.
wasn't- yeah,
And
exactly.
that's a man that wasn't my dad, and that's a man that wasn't under me.
Exactly. But the
That was just by his
village
grace.
at this point
Is-
is
is-
absent.
Exactly.
Amen. I was ready to say that. So we have to talk in present day. And now, believe it or not, a lot of the union hoods is women.
Yeah, I
talking
stand on-
amongst
I
women
stand on
about
the
what
business. I
our
don't
kids
do
are
the
doing,
business. I'm saying.
how you dealing with what
Yeah.
your kid do, how you dealing with what your kid doing, and then we kind of compare like, what'd you do in that notes?
Yeah.
So it's like we're forming another village, but a lot of the men are absent in it.
Exactly. So when I step in,
Well,
I represent that
I-
village. I represent the
Well,
village. Let's speak on that.
I'll speak on my personal experience raising a child and having that same feud with a child's father and being a young mother and feeding her poison and the poison backfiring later
Right.
in a way that I would have never saw. My parents saw it because he said it. And he said it to me. But in hindsight, I can hear what he said.
Right.
And the shock of it when it hit was like, whoa, golly, because I can't fix this. And he said, you might be able to fix it, and you might not. And 9 times out of 10, you won't.
Right.
Yeah.
So the acceptance of that, acceptance of what I've done and did, and the ego having to come back and apologize to this man, to his kid, and me and him to try to come together to explain to her where we were at points in life. And none of that still didn't matter because we did it.
Right.
Yeah.
He did come forth and we did meet with her and like, hey, we were young, this and that. We made some mistakes. We sorry, we apologize.
But y'all did it. That's the part that counts.
Yeah.
That's a
Put it
village
in
coming
work.
together
Yeah.
enough in itself because that's a lot that what don't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
People
Right.
like as parents, their egos too big
And
to
they
come
stay
together
apart and
for
they
that
never
child
do it for
and
the
do that.
child.
Right.
And I decided this at the time when my grandson was being born because I was like, he ain't gonna get to see that. Now we ain't gonna get to show him that everybody's gonna get to this point. We're all gonna get along. He's a part of all of us, baby mamas, ex-wife, whoever, baby daddy. I mean, the whole thing that comes with this. We know what
One
it is.
child brought
Yeah.
it together.
And so
that's
we're
a
gonna do
beautiful
that.
thing.
And we're
Yes.
gonna, we in this hospital all here together, this baby coming. Ain't nobody gonna be looking upside nobody's head because that's not where we are at this point.
That's
Right.
right.
All of that's
That's right.
behind us,
That's
you know.
right.
And
Y'all
I was
became
able
a
to do
village.
that as
That's
a
what I
woman.
said.
Yeah.
Y'all became a village.
Everybody can't do that because it does take a lot.
It takes a lot of effort.
And
And
they'll
one
ask,
person can't do it.
How was you able to do that? Y'all tell them. Yeah.
That's
Because
the
at
only
some
way.
point I had to get grown.
Right.
That's it.
And that's what grown
It take a
people
village.
do. Grown
It take a
people
village to
come
everything.
together and resolve
My
issues
thing is-
and cut out the nonsense. I don't care how deep it hurt, how much pain was, or how
I
long it
embarrass it
was.
might
No
seem,
matter
yes.
what the relationship is, ex, child's father, anything, you have to get to a point where you can forgive.
Yes.
And that's the part that's missing that people can't understand. What is real forgiveness?
But
Right.
but even with
What
forgiving,
real forgiveness is letting something go, not continue to keep harping on it.
Yes.
You're gonna
Yes.
you're gonna
You
feel
gonna
it.
think
You're
about
gonna
it,
think
yeah.
about it. It's
You ain't
never
gotta
going
speak on it.
away.
but my thing is, people don't even want to talk about it. To forgive, now you gotta be able to talk about it, get understand.
You got to.
That's
and they
true.
smother it
Because
down.
you want it to go away.
Yes.
My thing is when we talk about discipline, you have to have man or woman. You have to discipline your mind and your
That's
heart
it.
at the
Yes.
end of the day.
First, before you can even
You
discipline
gotta
your
do that
child,
because
you gotta be disciplined.
You got to do that, and
Yes.
it got to be some stability.
Mhm.
Unstable people are the most dangerous for me.
And I want to say something. Lil Willie said that his mom raised 4 boys and never talked about their dad. Even in that situation, children still gonna see stuff on the outside,
That's
other
right.
families, members, and stuff like that, and they still can veer off and go the wrong way. Sometimes it's not about what we've done or what we said or what we played out for them, because it's a world. So you just gotta be talking to them. Period.
Yeah,
You know?
but I feel like I hear a lot of parents talking about your dad ain't this ain't that. You putting a perception on your kids'
But
mind. at the day.
okay,
Yeah, it happens.
You know what I mean? I feel like by my mom and I talking about my dad, it helped us to be better men.
Yeah.
So-
You know what I'm
so-
me and
saying?
JB,
Oh, you
we
mean not
me
Not
and
talking
we
about
both
it.
said-
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes,
not
many,
Okay,
what, about almost
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That-
20 some years
Almost
ago.
20 years ago,
They
I
got
met
too
you
much.
almost 20
Real
years
talk.
ago.
Yes.
Real
And
talk.
we were at a stage where we were young parents too,
Mhm.
with young daughters. Now we
Mhm.
look up, our daughters are in a different place, but we still were strong women. We can't control how some of these kids want to live their life outside
Exactly.
of it. I ain't harp on no dad or anything, or I felt like I didn't really cause these issues. I don't know where your issues start, but you got to resolve them as children. And I don't try to live my kids' life anyway.
Right.
But like I said, me and you crossed paths a long time ago.
Yeah, we
And
bonded and
came full
became a
circle.
village
That's
for
right.
children.
That's
for
right,
our
long
girls.
time ago.
Because our girls like hanging together, they both was bad, we had to just say it. They cut school together and stuff. So that
Yeah,
made us
yeah.
2 parents like, girl, let me
But we
call
were
you
still
where this
trying
at,
to
you know?
live, and we
Work
were still
together.
trying to raise other kids, and it was like, it was tough at that time, you know.
Yeah.
So we done came a long way and tried to grow, and we still continue to live our lives and do what we need to do. But on the personal side, take care and make sure they still okay,
Yes,
regardless
it
of
was
what
hard.
path they took. Just like
Yes.
she was saying.
I'm gonna elaborate on what Willie said because I understand where you're coming from as far as some people don't want to get together and come together and fix something, right? So, as a woman, when you're grown, my idea of now being grown, the acceptance of me saying that when I was 20 years old, I got a child by someone that I was with when I was young, and I chose them. I did that. God didn't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't tell me to do none of that. Did my parents tell me to do that? No, I did.
That's
But
all-
I said that
that's
several
just your
shows.
responsibility.
Several
I
shows that no matter what we
accept the
tell
person
them,
I
a child or
got
whatever, we
scared
make
by.
our own choices.
Whatever
Every child.
delusion,
Yeah.
facade of whatever I conjured up in my mind, what I wanted you or thought you would be, or the fairy tale that we live as women and girls, because we're growing up in this Barbie world, whatever we were watching on TV.
Yeah.
It made us feel like we was gonna have this Barbie lifestyle or this whatever lifestyle with a family and a kid and a car and a house, because that's what
a mansion,
we,
girl, a mansion,
you know,
Barbie
we gonna
mansion.
start here, we're gonna get there, you know.
Everybody,
But
everybody.
now we have the internet. Now we got Facebook and social media that I don't know where path these people going on,
Then the
because
truth ain't good
our
no more.
imagination,
The
that's
truth
right,
ain't good.
our imagination was totally different from what
Right.
I see now. Some of these people following a leader. They just following behind either celebrities or their little friends or whoever's most popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
and then they just going there.
It's that image.
Yeah,
Yes,
image,
yes,
yeah.
it's
So,
crazy.
It's the image.
yeah.
All right, y'all. I think that we are at a good point
That's
now
my
to start
fault.
our game.
That's my fault.
No, you're all right. I knew you was gonna do it.
Yeah, well, it's messy.
So,
Messy.
it brought us into like one of the questions. That's why I wanted to stop everybody, because we can continue saying what we're saying, because it's going to relate to some of these questions. So, are y'all ready?
We ready.
I don't know. Let's see who's gonna take the floor first. All right, let's get our last guy in here. Come on in, Mr. Gio. He come to help the fellas out, y'all, because they gonna need a little power defense. So, right.
I'm usually in the back.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so we bring it to the front. Thank you for joining the show today to
Yes,
help the
sir.
fellas
Yeah,
out a little
bro.
something.
Thank you.
Y'all still gonna lose?
Nah.
I don't care. We don't care if y'all got Gio. Y'all still about to
Sound like
lose.
the setup, right? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not even in on it, but I know they got y'all. I know they got y'all.
Wow.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna start us off a little slow. So the first question is gonna be, y'all ready? Who's gonna take the floor first? I need to know the top 5 answers for the one-word definition of love. A one-word definition of love. We got. Who's gonna take the bell? Y'all scared? Ain't nobody
You
grab
said
the bell?
the one word.
Yeah, give me a one-word definition.
Yeah.
All right. What you got? Let's see it. Devotion. All right, devotion is number 4. Ladies, y'all got a chance to pick up something to take the floor. Devotion is number 4.
For love. Unconditional.
Okay. No, we don't have unconditional here.
Sacrifice.
No, I'm gonna say something.
We don't have sacrifice
Respect.
on here.
I say respect.
We don't have respect on here. Ladies, y'all get a time. Come on, y'all. I told y'all we're gonna make it easy. It's some good ones. I asked a whole lot of
All right,
people.
ladies.
Come on, we got the vote, y'all.
Patience.
So right now, men are up.
You got patience.
That's 40
That's why I
points.
said, do we know about
Yeah,
love?
Let's go. Hold on, y'all gotta take turns. Y'all gotta take turns. The men right now got 40 points.
Let me put my veil back there.
All right. So I guess I'm about to give a hint then, huh?
Yeah, give a hint.
Yeah.
One
Peace.
thing that huh?
Peace.
All right, he said some peace is number 2. So the guys still had the board. Oh, they got another 2
Hey,
points.
man.
Oh, that's a good guess. a good
Come on,
guess.
that's a good guess. Y'all get to guess again. Come on. I had to give a hint.
Understanding. Wait. Understanding.
Not on here.
Y'all got to be stuff
Yeah, she must have some people.
like
I
that.
didn't want it easy. But when y'all see them, y'all gonna be like, okay.
Okay, God. Let's say God.
We gotta have
God.
faith.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Teamwork?
What's the question again?
No teamwork.
One word. Give a one-word definition of love.
Oh, yeah. we
One
still
word definition of love. A one-word definition.
Unity?
Patience.
Caring.
Compassion. No.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna give a hint.
Come on, God.
One is it controls all time, space, and everything.
Eternity.
Time.
Time.
Time was the number 1 answer.
Time.
Because time is the most valuable thing you can give somebody. I told y'all, I was like, I'm trying to get hints so nobody gets that 50
But that
points.
is what love is to the.
It's time, because time is the most valuable thing you can give somebody. So that's a one-word definition of love.
Okay.
That's how somebody can tell you, show you they love you without telling you. giving you their time on the phone, time doing whatever, time.
Love me. You could be toxic, calling me talking crazy.
True, but you should be able to determine that. That's where other stuff come in. But y'all know what time talking about. I'm not here. All right. So we got time and peace. Let's see. I might have to give y'all some hints. Because, some of the words was kind of close, but it was certain words I was looking for that when I was asking people that I had to hear 5 times before it made the chart. So that's how I'm taking these answers, y'all. Okay. It might not have been my personal, it was just that when I asked so many people, once I got that word 5 times, and that's what made the charts. No.
Golly, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta get on love at
All right, we're gonna move on. So since it's hard, everybody fold. So y'all tell me y'all
want to know. I want to know.
All right, number 3 was a bond. Well, not a bond, this is bond because y'all bonded together by God, by each other. Bond is a big word because it bonds so many things.
Sound like jail. It's been time, bond.
Okay.
Okay.
And then lastly,
That's what love is.
and then lastly is communication. Communication
I
rules the
said
nation.
communication.
All right. Do anybody want to elaborate on anything that was on this board of why it was on the board?
No.
That's good.
No.
That was petty.
No, that's good.
That wasn't. Survey says.
Survey says
It would have been unfair if I would have just picked some things that I thought. So that would make the game unfair. So I asked. It took me a while. It took me a month. Y'all. I asked
But I will say those are intelligent answers.
Right,
So maybe
they are.
we lack intelligence in the area of love.
No, it's just the depth. It just
It just went deep. Y'all gotta think about it. Everything I'm asking y'all is from a deep level. And I was asking customers that got in my chairs. I was asking people in the grocery store. I might have asked some of y'all like what y'all think about this. You can see.
It might be an old school answer because devotion, because we're not talking about devotion.
We ain't saying nothing.
That's my favorite word. So,
Yeah.
We know
All
it
right.
should happen, but
And you
we're
gotta
not.
put that out.
All right, ladies, I done talked so much smack now. Y'all gotta get on the board.
We gotta get on the
60
board.
points. Y'all gotta get on the board.
We got to get on the board.
Next question. Now, since nobody finished the board, they have the most points, of course. They get to start off with this one.
No, they don't.
All right. And I do got an individual question. All right, so the next one is gonna be, and this is for comedy, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all keep it right. How to end a relationship quick.
They gotta go
They go first.
Man, they don't run that.
All right.
Honestly.
Yes, that is number 2.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. So let me go 1, 2.
How to
3,
end
4,
a relationship
5.
quickly.
Hey,
Quickly.
do you want me to speak in
No.
private?
Y'all gotta be the.
Properly.
Honest. Y'all get to go
Y'all
again.
Because I
Number
need to
one.
know how to answer that.
Why they get to go again?
Yeah, 'cause we got
Because they got that answer, they get to hold the board until or then they don't get it, and then y'all can choose, and
You know,
it goes.
So I
Yeah.
look, because this is the thing. I mean, because you got toxic and non-toxic.
Right.
Because you can answer that question two
Yeah,
ways.
I'm about to go with the toxic.
Because I'm going to go with the toxic.
Right.
Toxic
Give them
answer
to
right
me.
now. Okay.
All right, hold on. They got one more go. What y'all gonna say?
Goes.
That's what I'm about to say.
Well, those I got basically, it's almost the same thing. It's disappear off everything.
Yeah.
So that's go.
Hey, Marcus, we
That
going
was
to
AKA.
AKA
AKA disappear.
I know myself going toxic.
Yeah, I was like, toxic, non-toxic. Which one?
And the number 1 answer was they said was disappear off everything.
Right. Go.
And that's, I was like, it goes. And
Because
I
it's
wanted
the
to keep
kind of
disappear off
thing
everything, but I
people
wasn't. So I got 50
It's
points.
what
All
people
right.
are doing, though.
No
Next.
call, no show.
And it's so toxic.
No call, no show.
Come on, ladies, they killing y'all.
No call, no show.
All right, what else? What else y'all got? Y'all still got the board. What y'all got?
What else you got, man?
I don't be ending them a lot. I just know that.
I learned how
Y'all got trouble. All right, y'all got 5 seconds. Y'all got come on.
Okay, cheat.
Yeah, get caught cheating. It's number 5.
We gonna let y'all have this whole one here. Go see.
See, they
That's what I'm
specialists.
saying.
They specialists.
Yeah, we can't answer
Yeah,
somebody.
we're too busy trying to stay. So that's why we don't know his answer.
Come on, ladies. We
All right,
got
we're gonna get one wrong for y'all, okay? Okay.
Come on, fellas. What y'all got? Come on. We got 2 minutes on the board.
And we should put
Y'all
those
pick.
women over here.
Okay, we trying.
We don't care
Fall
what
in love
we
with
did back
somebody
then.
else.
That's
I
old.
think that's kind of burning off.
Oh, okay.
Now you gotta end the relationship quick. Not start another one. See, go, that's cool.
That's what
That's one way to end it.
That's what's going on.
You can't. What you gonna do, John? I ain't with you no more. They call the next girl. We together now. I broke up
That's
with
what
her.
how it's going.
Really?
Real life.
I'm like, really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, okay, we got it wrong. Give them a chance. You know.
Okay, y'all, come on.
Repeat the question.
How to end a relationship quick?
Like that? Like this?
Tell them it ain't working. Just
Yeah.
it ain't working.
That's being honest. You know what I'm
Being
saying?
honest.
Let my brothers beat them up.
That's the top answer on the board.
That might be a little messy, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, come.
Die.
You know what I'm saying? What? Full of Tupac.
It's over.
Nobody said that.
Wait a minute, he said
That
that.
is so funny.
That's the ultimate catch.
I kept hearing disappear like I died, but nobody just said die. They was like disappear off everything. Like you died. So that was all one. That's all I
Call the
wanted.
police on me, I don't know what you
There you go. There you go. Call the police.
Call the police on me.
Call the police.
Never again.
That would happen to me.
There we go, y'all. Ladies on the board, y'all. The ladies on the board, yay!
I know I won't want that.
All right, and the last one, y'all go. Okay, I'm gonna give everybody one time to guess, so we gonna move on. I'm gonna tell y'all. Take a guess. Come on, guys. Y'all huddle and think. Ladies, huddle and think. One good go. We one good.
Your family's
Let's
involved.
see. Did they say get your family involved?
Your
I'm sorry.
Blast them on the internet.
Come on, tell
Blast them on the internet.
Steal some money, bro.
That's extreme.
All right. So what y'all going with? Y'all ready?
Yeah, go.
Y'all ready? What y'all going with? Y'all got everybody got to tell me.
Don't pick up from work late.
You talking about the baby boy stuff.
That's a good one.
That's how you get
Oh,
it.
baby boy. Have a baby.
Oh,
No.
that's
By
bad.
somebody else.
Nah. But that would have been a good one because they probably wouldn't know until the baby was born. They
No,
showed
I'm
up.
talking about like
We got
you
got these ghetto.
Yes.
All
All right, y'all. So the answer was, and it's a funny one.
What is it?
Cold sex. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Cold
you
sex.
got cheated.
Y'all know that? Y'all know that cheat? That's why cheating was that was down the line.
Answer, cause you can hold that.
They just kept saying it over and over. That's why I said I didn't choose them. I took the top 5 that was answered over and over. But you know what I'm saying, whole sex. And I asked a couple females. I said, how y'all feel if y'all do whole sex? Oh, he cheating, and I'ma leave him. So that ends the relationship quick. Because if a dude hold back sex,
That's not
because I
true.
did ask.
I held back sex
Yeah,
just to
real
be
talk.
like, just to prove my point, or just to be like,
But for how long?
for like 2 months.
That's a long time.
Mine
Cheating.
No, you didn't have to cheat.
Did you
No,
not?
it's just like, you know, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel like you're deserving of all of me, you know what I mean, then you deserving of the peace that you're giving me. You feel me?
Right.
Did she break up with you after 2 months?
What, Jill?
Look at this. She said, well. He said, well. Because I know I want to know, did she break up with you? What happened?
No, but it definitely drives people crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's you know, it sound good, but you know, at night, you know, people be like, oh yeah, he's cheating or he's doing other stuff. But it's like, you know, you got to stand on your principles. So it just depends on, some people stand on whatever they stand on, some people stand on other.
So you really was like
Because
this for
see,
2 months?
that's
I mean, if you
different
don't-
for a man.
Some men can do everything themselves, like cook, clean,
I got
take
it.
care of their own
I
life. So
heard that, yeah.
you just, you know what I'm saying, bring more to my life. If not, then you
Yeah.
can't get
And
the
then
best
I
parts
was-
of me.
I'm pretty sure she kept you on the phone 24/7. What you doing? How you doing? With your everybody there?
Girls gonna figure something out though.
You know
they
they
gonna
are.
smell you. They gonna start smelling your hair. They gonna know something. Girls smart. Girls smarter than us.
So, I gotta ask. So after it was over, your little hold off session, and you tore that ass up. I mean, the pork chop up. That's good. I mean, that's for the actual word. Okay. When I was saying, tear that, That's pork chop.
Okay.
Pork chops is butts, okay?
Oh, okay.
We gotta look at the board.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, it's over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. See, so, like, well, y'all, y'all was okay then after
Yeah,
that?
it's all good. You
You
know.
was okay for it because the pleasure got met. When that don't mean that you already got the pleasure got met. You still got pain.
I'm sitting here like, you actually took pleasure
There
in
you
the
go.
cigarette. Like, she wants
No,
up, I
it's
ain't giving it a
It's not even about that. It's more just like, like I want to feel comfortable. You want to feel comfortable. Don't force me to do something I don't want to do. So as long as I feel good about doing it, then I'll do whatever. I'll be devoted to you, but if I don't feel comfortable being devoted to you, then there's probably something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to know.
And that's,
what can make a man feel
that's
uncomfortable
a
with a
clear
woman?
boundary that most men are not able to set. That's the one. So that's a good boundary as a young guy that you do that. My nephew does that. He does that because he said women just offer themselves to him.
Right.
So he's like, I try to tell him, hey, I'm not one of them that's gonna do you like that. I'm gonna respect you even if you don't respect you. And I'm like, whoa.
And that makes sense.
She got my
That's
jewel
good.
because the thing is my thing. I rather respect you if I love you. Because I feel like as long as I respect you, then we ain't gonna never get blind about love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
that's
I'm saying?
opening up doors too when you do that all at so time.
Yeah.
You opening up another door.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't know where
I was
you
about to
going.
say. I'm about to say it's one thing to do it like, say, if you just meeting people like, Mac, I'm pretty sure it happened to you. You live this celebrity life, you know what I'm talking about. I know women was throwing eggs, pork chop steaks, and probably got some prime ribs thrown at you too. You know what I'm saying?
And he was
But
taking.
all of that
So,
stuff.
that's what she said, he was taking.
And he was
So-
taking.
No, not that one.
Listen.
Yeah, maybe. But look,
Not the
like,
prime
so-
rib.
I'm saying they was throwing it and we didn't hit it like that. We didn't hit it like that. I'm saying, but okay, so in a case like that, then that's the time when you can be like, girl, no. But in a relationship though,
Right.
that's kind of different.
It's
That's why I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That's why I said I respect him because that's a lot of discipline for me.
And I respect it too, even
But,
because of
but you know what? I'm gonna say this. That's the way you control it.
And
That's
that
the way you control the
that shows
narrative
character.
of the woman's attitude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, she can't do whatever to you.
Exactly.
And
And
Same
we
with
know
me.
that we
I'll be
can,
there rape my
we
man. I'm
know
sorry.
we can do whatever to you.
He would not
And they
make
And we
do
can
it.
cross
He
lines
was
and
naked
step
in
on
my
the
house.
boundaries. We'll do
Really?
it right.
Well,
Just
that's
like a man
anybody.
do it to
But
a
that's
woman.
anybody.
That's
But
anybody.
you're setting up a solid boundary
Yeah,
when you do
yeah.
that for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And they can either get along
It's
with
okay,
it
boundary.
or they can't.
You get violated in my
That's
house.
really how it needs to start being set up
Anyway,
because
anyway.
you're
Lord,
controlling
I'm
the
just
narrative
playing,
and the
y'all.
man is supposed to lead.
Ain't no doubt.
And that shows
No
a
doubt.
lot about his character.
Exactly.
That means that he has one brain instead of them two that they gave him men.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he think with his big end out of the
All right.
Hey,
That leads us to the next good question, y'all. Hold on.
Okay, okay.
I don't mean to stop y'all, but it
Okay,
get juicy, so. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Okay, hold on. I forgot who won that last one. Okay, yeah, y'all got the last question, right? Yeah, okay. All right. So, ladies,
You
y'all.
sure? Are you sure they got the last one?
See,
I know they got some points now. Come on, ladies.
They got a point. They got a piece.
They got points, so I know we had to do something that last
I
round.
just want to make
All right, so hold on.
Biased, though.
Y'all don't.
It sounds like they are, right?
Don't get scared thinking they points about to come up there. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. All right, ladies. Why do people cheat? 5 top answers. Come on, ladies. Come on, give us one.
Dumb.
ring
Hold on. Who gonna ring? Which one? Hold on.
Okay.
Ring it.
We ring it.
Yeah, but I'm like, y'all gotta ring it.
Okay.
Go. Or do y'all need to hold in the past?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The
reason why we cheat.
The reason why.
Reason why
we
people
cheat.
cheat.
Women,
Anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody. Yeah.
Lack of
Come on.
Our visual
Come on.
commitment. Unable to
I'm gonna
commit.
give it to her because if she said lack of, and it's lack of responsibility.
Yeah.
That's number 2.
That's
a big one.
1,000 points.
That's lack of responsibility. Because I kept hearing lack of, and then I had to go back with a word that they kept hitting me with, and I kept hearing responsibility, so I had to put
It's like
that one
sacrifice
together.
everything all the way.
Lack of responsibility.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, ladies, come on.
Lack of.
cheat because you.
And
let me get our point.
What's the word for it? Not enticed.
Stay out,
but,
stay out.
I mean, you can be emotionally detached to somebody and cheat. That's where it starts for the woman first. It's not really the body.
Okay, hold on. What y'all going with? Y'all gotta go with one.
Right here.
Okay, what y'all going? Y'all you going? Y'all answering?
Hold on, let's go.
Okay, we're trying to figure out a word that goes with
Y'all got 5 seconds though.
When you're physically attracted to somebody, they
when
you're that ain't on there.
What I'm trying to say.
but entertained, enticed,
That ain't on there. Y'all can't know a lot. Come on, guys.
say lust, but yeah.
Come on, what you say?
Lust.
You said lust.
You better not.
You didn't get
Lust ain't
judged?
on here.
Okay, but what about if you arguing all the time, like emotional things?
Emotional connection.
That ain't on here.
No self-control. Self-control.
Discipline.
Now that's kind of lack of responsibility.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Let's go
alcohol.
Nah, that's not on there.
Right.
Y'all get 2 guesses because they just did twice.
They sexually attracted to the.
I mean, the other one not putting in. They're not putting in the work. You're not. I mean, it's not satisfying.
I know. I'm sitting here like I'm trying to determine. So
you taking yours.
So nobody's getting this point, but y'all was dancing around it, so I'm gonna give it to the board. Sexual addiction, but it's number 4.
Yeah.
That's not high. And I was shocked, y'all, because a lot of people did not say that they cheat because of sex. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I was trying to put it in a way of that, but being lured, being like a lured addiction. Because you're addicted already, but you're lured into the addiction because when another woman presents herself to you and flaunts in front of you, or even just speaks to you, you're aroused. So
but a sexual addiction can also be porn. It don't have to be attracted to somebody else. It's just that you like sex. Or you like to
promiscuous.
Your body explodes, whatever.
But
you know what I'm
it's porn
saying?
cheating. I'm just asking.
Porn is not really cheating.
It's emotional cheating.
Yeah, it's only
emotional.
But it's only if you tell the other person, y'all have an issue with it, you tell that person you're not going to look at it. So then that's what it is. But if your person knows that you look at porn, then it's not emotional cheating either. But it's only if y'all have problems in your relationship about it.
But no, I think it's if you have an emotional attachment to the porn.
Oh yeah, if you have an emotional attachment to the porn, you got a sexual addiction.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it becomes.
You're a prevert.
Some people do, yeah.
Emotional attraction.
It's like they have to like if they're looking at it at work in their car, you know how like a typical person can be looking at their phone at the dentist or in the store at just anything like
just any random time.
and then if they can look at it anytime, it's known that a person has a porn addiction that they watch it at work. That's what the study showed. You know what I'm saying? So I did kind of look, y'all, because I wanted to make sure.
But the numbers are probably high on stuff like that.
It is, and it's even higher now because of social media. You know, it has jumped from like 20% to 80% because of social media. Yeah. And they was like, that was over since the internet started with so much stuff. They was like, you know, the porn rate addiction was low. I mean, because we didn't have easy access to it.
Right.
Like then it was just the Playboy magazines. You didn't hardly see dudes with Playboy magazine in their book bag or at work with them. You know what I'm saying? It was always what we say, under their bed, under their pillow. So when they got home, it was addiction then. They got home and that was the first thing they did. Go in there, slam their door, and they looked in there or something.
But now it's just more out in the open.
Now it's like it's normal. Like if you don't look at porn, you're weird or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how pretty much social media treats porn. It's like it's nothing.
Because we become desensitized to a lot of these things.
Yes.
Whether it's violence, sex, or whatever it is. We're becoming desensitized to all of the stuff because we just accept it now. We like, and no shots out to sexuality. It's okay now when it was a stigma back then, but this stuff was still happening. It was just shut, you know, like you have a baby or underage pregnancy.
But what?
That was shunned. Now you have, such a baby, they got a baby shower and everything.
Everything.
She 15, you know what I'm saying? Right. So everything is okay now because of social media.
So in my question to men that are here, is that such a thing with any? Have it been such a thing with you, or still is? I mean, honest answer. Sexual porn, is it?
I think it's really amazing now because like you say, you got You got kids, we got teenagers with phones now, so.
No, I'm talking about for you. I'm talking about for you personally. Is it a thing for you? Because I'm gonna speak personally for me. I'm not.
No, because I got self-control. I have self-control. I mean,
but me as a woman, I'm not interested in porn. I mean, I've been around guys that made and popping when I was younger. But I'm saying as I'm older, nobody presents that to me.
Yeah.
Nobody has presented that to me.
Okay, here go my thing on it. And it ain't even got to be porn. Because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
These back page, what you call them, For You page, or what you call them?
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I
mean, you looking at people.
No,
but I'm saying that has people making money. It's about money now. You know what I'm saying? So it's about money. You watching celebrities, you watching folks that you went to school with. You like, oh, look at such and such. So you go and look at that, but you're gonna pay $5, whatever they charge to get in there. So you know what I'm saying? So they making this. I mean, so
it's always been a thing, but
it's out there now.
It's just always been a thing.
It's out there.
That job has always been there. It's just like the internet has formed in a way where it makes it easy for us to see
I'm gonna say maybe my thing that why it wouldn't interest me because I'm more hands-on, I'm more loving and more sensual.
You just have self-control.
So I'm not interested in that way because I'm gonna perform.
You self-control. You got more things.
I don't want to watch when I'm.
You got life on the
but we talking about these young people, kids, grandkids. They got phones. These people are exposed. They already exposed to you. You got to teach them.
Right. So I do want to tell y'all that when I did a little research on the porn thing, that then it used to be a higher rate of men, and y'all believe it or not, it's now a higher rate of women.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
nasty.
for whatever reason.
And that's what everything.
Because there's some women that's even selling other women's videos and stuff like that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So it's crazy.
But it is crazy because I do hear more girls and more women will compliment another woman if you're built up. Young girls will be like, "Mom, I ain't trying to say, but you built up, you fine."
We don't even want to go there about that.
That's a whole nother
thing.
Like that all the time.
You don't understand.
You can't go to
You're
school.
looking at it like, huh?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that I was approaching that way. Are they saying that to me? I'm like,
that's just a thing.
But the more that we're looking at the BBLs. Oh, so we maybe can go back to this too.
Yes, y'all ready?
The more that people done got BBL, they stomachs done. We done said the internet. They said
36, 48.
Yeah.
They said they've been saying that since the 70s. I need to get out the house.
So a lot of things is setting the stage for cheating. It's setting the stage for people to get out there and start, because
set you up to try to take somebody.
I was gonna say y'all. That leads us kind of to the number one answer, and I'm just gonna tell y'all because nope, it's not social media. Why people cheat? Because they can. That is the number one answer. Because I can. Because that's all I heard. I don't think I heard too many nothing else besides because they can.
That's just self-control. So throw the love in the trash.
That's just self-control.
Why do people cheat? Because they can.
But that means then you didn't care in the first place.
But it's just like
you wasn't even in a relationship.
But the thing about it is that when I ask why do you say that, and they said because, and which made sense. This doctor I was talking to that I asked, he said because cheating is a choice. And so if you can do it, you got somebody that loves you and trusts you, and 9 times 10 when somebody cheating on somebody, they don't think the other person is cheating on them.
Right, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Them people know them people cheating on them. The reason why they say because they can, because either you in there for money and you don't care, you gonna look the other way and you let that person do them and they they coming back. Or I mean, it's just two things about it. You either ain't got no place to stay or you go in there for money.
It was so many reasons that came behind because they can. But the number ones behind it, like I said, it was because a lot of times it's because they have a person that they know trusts them. That that's just like, say for instance, if you and your people say you can go out of town with your girls, whatever, your person trusts you.
But
you know what I'm saying? Some people take advantage of that. Or
it was asked already on the podcast, and they were speaking on it, and they were saying, what's the use to even ask your partner if you cheating? And they like, you asked us, but we know you're coming back. So it's like, none of it is making sense. It's like you're gonna do
You're not in
it.
a
I'm gonna ask you a
relationship,
question
though.
about it. I'm gonna fuss about it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna
That's
come
why
back.
they
So
got
what's
shows
the
for
point?
it. Another
So that's
48
where I can
snap.
see what they're saying.
Because they can't, and that's
you're gonna come
and exactly what she said is that a lot of times people say, well, you can't handle the truth. Because if you go ask your girl, you ask, did you cheat? They was like, yeah, and I'm sorry.
And people got too much access.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like exactly what you said. They were like, well, at least he told me the truth. At least they told me the truth. You can forgive a person and y'all can try it again, but 9 times 10 they might do it again.
But too,
And
you
you
got
gotta have-
access to people too much. Okay.
Yes.
You got dating sites. You can go on there now. You can
mess with
find it.
anybody now.
But
You can mess with anybody.
And that's why it is a choice.
You think I'm not-
Because you know you have all those options, but you choose to stand tall in your relationship.
But I think that now you have options. Anything you can choose to
Right.
read 100 books right now. If we leave here, that
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
have a choice to make those choices. So it's just what you put your energy into.
That's right.
Like what you were saying earlier. Like she said, she was created out of love and she was raised out of love. A lot of people aren't in relationships to create. You know what I'm saying? And to create that type of love and to create a better world. They're just into selfishness.
Right.
So whatever they're trying to
whatever's
get,
convenient.
it's not about love.
It's about love.
The genuine
Love is
feelings.
about
It's
love.
just
It's
just about the day or the
Lust,
moment.
money,
and the lust goes back to how these kids are born. What I'm telling you, is I made the choice to get this kid. But what did I make it out of? It was because of the lust that was formed in me, not having enough information about what that was, but it was driving me to the point of having sex all the time to get the baby. And that's why the kids are here. So for us to grow and be honest with ourselves on how they got there instead of trying to attack the man and he wasn't this and that. Well, how did we expect these people to be all this in the first place?
My thing is, it's like they look at you, when you follow, people have a perception of where you're at instead of looking at the potential from where you're at.
It's not even for them to do.
Yeah, it's not even for them to do. Yeah, exactly.
No,
And they still
it's not
do
for
it.
them
They
to
attack.
do.
Yeah.
No,
Because
that's
like I
within
said, yeah,
self.
exactly. Yeah.
You
I'm with
have to figure that out
Yeah, I'm
over
with
time when you do.
Yeah, I'm with
Every one of
Yeah,
us.
all that for real.
Every one of us. So nobody can hold you to that standard that they don't hold themselves
So
to.
too. For
They
sure.
can always act here and
Right.
they're still there with
Yeah,
you.
right there,
Yeah, for sure.
Because we
For sure.
all, no one has
Yeah.
arrived
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And we never will.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we're all going to the same place. We're here in this experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And
For sure.
we've got to get the best of whatever the experience
Is.
is.
Exactly.
So when you learn to look at life as experiences and a journey, because that's how I look at it now. People will be like, you can forgive, you can forgive. You can talk to these people. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I choose not to live in bondage.
That's right.
Amen.
I'm
That's
not
me
going to
too.
hold on within because
No.
when people say, I don't talk to these people. No,
That's
no,
because they-
I'm
that's
going to talk to them
Well, you
because
know
I'm a
that.
big enough person to come hear their side.
Yeah.
Right.
They can choose to apologize at that time or not. But I'm going to open my ear to listen to them, to give them the opportunity. I'm through with the
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah.
I'm through with the
Yeah.
whatever you did.
But
to
you
me,
holding
I'm
the value.
done with it.
You holding true to your value.
And
Your
I'm
self
gonna
value.
do
Your
that,
self
and I'm
value.
gonna give you a chance because you're human just
Yeah.
like I
Right.
am. I
Yeah.
err just like you,
Yeah.
and I'm willing to understand why we err because
Yeah.
I take time to
Yeah.
understand every aspect of humans
Absolutely.
and myself first and foremost.
So number 3, y'all, is ego. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah.
What about number 5?
Ego.
Yeah.
Why do people cheat?
It's a
Ego. You
struggle.
got to think about
It's
it.
a
Some
struggle.
females like, I'm pimping.
Look at
You hear
social
dudes and say,
media.
I got all these.
That's
That's ego.
Listen at the
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason sometimes they cheat just.
You got
Just
all
to make
these
a point.
chickens. You got all these chickens.
No, you don't.
All right. And number 5 is greed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you can be
And the reason why we say the reason why greed came up like that is because people mostly mention that they cheat because people allow them to, and that's kind of go back to where because they can. Now y'all know it's a situation where it'll be a woman over here and be like, yeah, my dude got a woman at home. I don't care as long as he take care of me. Da, 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 da. That's greed. That's part of that.
That's how,
Yeah, and that's where it rolled down to. Because like I said, I went in depth, y'all, with these questions. I had to ask, why you feel that way? Why you think that? So that's what it all ended up boiling down to. Number 1, because they can. Lack of responsibility. Ego. Sexual addiction. And greed. Is why the top 5 reasons that people cheat according to our survey. Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty, y'all. So I had a power question, which wasn't one of the 5 questions. It's a bonus one. So I'm gonna do a quick bonus round real quick because it's funny. I want to know y'all's opinion on polygamy. A polygamy relationship.
I'm gonna have to go give me a drink.
I was gonna be in one, and I hated it. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like I felt like it got to the point where like the idea of love is to have somebody to love you like the whole way, you know.
All right.
So then it's like you have two people that kind of like you. They like you. They don't really love. They kind of love you.
Explain what it is. Explain it first.
So it's like having.
So you was just straight pimping then?
No, it's just like having a relationship with two different people.
Multiple people.
And then it's at the same time.
Hey, one time y'all all live together, everybody know about each other.
And they knew about it.
Yeah, they know about each other, and they could be in a relationship with each other too.
It's just
But
one
then
big ball.
it sounded cool as like a young man, but then when I actually got into the situation, I just felt like they don't really like me all the way. It's just like more like a business relationship.
It's what
So,
you
but it
do.
just felt
As
weird.
he's saying stuff, y'all, I'm putting the
To
answers
me, it just
on the
seems like
board
some young
because this
people
is just a bonus.
stuff. Like, you know,
So
like, I think
the
when you
number
get
thing was more
older, you just
income.
it's not real. You know,
So,
to me, that's just how my position on it. You know?
All right.
It's like
what y'all
more
think?
what?
More income. Just giving y'all the answers right here because this was just a bonus one. More income. More sex.
More sex.
You have anything to provide. I'm gonna be able to provide for myself. So I just need somebody to hold my
And
back.
number one, everybody
Need
came
two
to
people
us.
that's
They were
gonna
broody. And they
hold
wanted.
a shoestring.
They had like, well, you got this one and that one, and you just handling it.
What's that?
Okay.
Greedy.
So I saw a Facebook post on Facebook about the topic, and they were saying that they were interested. They said cheating is out and polygamy is in. So I'm like,
And it's the same thing.
But
You
it's
see why
open
greedy
cheating.
is
at
number one?
first of all, the way
It's open cheating.
but the way that I view it from coming from a woman, I'm not interested in it at all. But
I won't talk about
if
it.
women are
Me too,
doing
after
this, you got to have something. We don't want you broken. We're gonna be putting up with that because
That's
I'm
why-
if I'm
that's
going
Number four says more
It's more like a
income.
lifestyle.
I can't wait to say my 2 cents.
You hear me, Queen? That's why number four was more income. That's what I heard the most. I heard the most that it's so hard now in the world that, you know, and then you got people that want to have babies and stuff like that. And it's hard for a woman to get out and, you know, do all that in the world. It ain't hard. We can do it. But the stress of the world today and, you know, a lot of women
the
that-
stress of that is gonna be so great on you, baby. I don't know how you gonna.
But what's the
handle
difference
it.
in that and date like 10 years ago, a woman dating a drug dealer when she knew that he had a bunch of different girls and he was doing this and doing, there's no difference.
No, that's
There
out of
is-
convenience.
It is a difference.
But if you
And
know, if you
why
know
it
they're
is
already
straight
different?
pimping.
Because in a certain time, we did understand what's going on. Everybody's playing roles and position, okay? It was more or less like a little game, a kiddie game. And I
Right.
say that because I
Like, girl, he want me to.
So,
And you ain't nothing
and it
for
wasn't
you.
even for me.
Yeah.
He want me to. It had nothing to do with that. It was that I know what type of person I am and woman I am, so I know why he gonna come back over here dealing with me. Because more so on my end, it's more about fun, entertainment, and activity. Most women don't get that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
It's
all
a
that,
lifestyle.
and
That's the
then
whole point.
whatever extra that you can provide. And then plus, I ain't into bothering nobody. They probably knew, but we gonna all keep riding by each other, whatever we supposed to be doing, and keep going. You don't have it that way now.
Yeah.
It's totally
Right,
different.
right.
It's gonna be
But-
some commotion.
But if you talk about
whole
a
bunch
man
of
that
stuff
got
going on.
money, there go the start of it. It's the
Yeah,
person that got the money, the convenience,
Or the
everything
woman.
that the woman, that person got that convenience that these people looking for. You gonna attract all of these things like an octopus.
Right.
No,
So,
for real.
Amen.
You gonna embrace all of them, but when you don't, when that octopus, because you know how octopus is, you know what I'm saying, they land on, then you can change, and when that person changed, that one at the top changed, and they don't want to do that no more, everything
Right,
is
change.
it's gone,
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah.
That lifestyle is over.
You're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna have that instant. I'm gonna try to put in words like how I saw that, or what made me carry on with that. And like I said, it was nothing really.
I was just about to say, I got nothing positive
It was
out
nothing
of
really.
my portion
Yeah,
is the polygamy
and
ratio.
because
got
I
nothing
wasn't
positive out of
interested in, you know, I'll say, I'm gonna say honestly, being in 2 relationships like that. One of them, yeah, it became something serious, and it was to the point where I was like, okay, they can switch up. I'm gonna go over with you, and they can go over everything. Let's do that. You know, that's how I felt. Because I can be honest as a woman about that, because I try to sympathize with other women to know that I'm not the type of person just to be like, she don't know. I'm not that.
Right.
It happened because 2 people made a choice. I entered it, and I started it. I gave the cue. Hey,
Huh.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And we talked when it happened and said it's gonna be like this. We know it's gonna end.
Right.
While it's going,
Ride the bus to the wheels fall off.
And we did, and it ended in such a way, and it was a tragic ending at the end because the person's no longer here, and so that was like even more like wow, like dang, how things happen that you don't know that. How sin really works, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really married at the time, so I really do think sometimes like, dang, did they enter my covenant and did God remove them?
Yeah.
So it's all types of ways to like I said, to look at that. But I never looked for anything for them. It was really about the time, and it was really about how they treated me well and was nice to me at that time. But somebody suffered as I was being nice to.
Right.
And I want to say this as far as I haven't been in anything like that before, it's where I'm going to sign up for me and no, they don't even sound cool. But can you imagine, just imagine a young person, a young man having to take care of these different women. You run the risk, you got to keep that money train going, number one. Because they're going to go where the money at. As long as you keep that money and that stability and that foundation, they're going to stay there. Then you gotta look at how many kids you're gonna bring into that situation. Because the more sex, I'm just looking at how it goes.
Yeah.
Y'all can do that till the wheels fall off. But somewhere in there, she get a baby. Okay, then what?
Right.
Then what?
That's part of that more income.
It's still gonna go on your lap because you the one you signed up for that.
That's why it's like really like it's like you being married to the lifestyle. That's more so.
It's something that.
But what lifestyle is that? What is that? That's not even
greedy.
It's a whole
straight pimping. Straight pimping and greedy.
And you're not even pimping nobody. You pimping yourself. Mentally. You really just pimping.
But you know, like some people have people that come in and they don't contribute, so they are straight pimping, or because they don't have to do nothing.
It's the convenience. That's what I'm saying. It's the money. I'm getting somebody.
But as soon as they make them uncomfortable, they gonna move.
Right.
Baby, when that money run off, they go. They gotta go.
They try
You ain't gotta
to
Sometimes.
And over in Africa,
That's what they do.
over in Africa,
They like that entertainment.
men can have several wives.
Right.
They
But
can.
culturally,
But
listen,
culturally,
that's built like that.
but it doesn't matter. Your culture is your culture, whether it comes from Africa or not. So they try to bring it over here and mimic. They try to mimic what they doing in Africa. They cannot do it.
Africa has a different culture and more money.
They can't mimic it.
We talk about generations of things in Africa. Them people built to make that last like that. Them
And then
women
they
is
bring
working
it over
together.
here.
Baby, I'm not saying no
But
half.
there's
She
also
talking about the
polygamous
nails
that-
you done did.
No, over
They
there they
watching
have their
your
own
kids.
separate houses.
But there's polygamists that are too.
They don't have to be bothered, otherwise they have their own
So,
separate house, and the
it's
man's
not
not going to
just-
deal with them for this
Right.
and
It's
that.
not just that.
There's
There's
2 women
They
he
do
had. Both of them got pregnant at the same
That's
time.
what I'm trying to say.
He got a baby. I think he ain't with one
Child
of them
support.
now. But when it comes to that polygamy,
I wrote a
it don't
song called
matter.
that, child support.
Polygamy is really supposed to be based off of not just that man being an earner, but them two having to be an
yeah.
earner.
Yes.
And it's not. It
And
keeps
working
you from.
together.
Y'all heard the
Yeah.
dude.
It's
I
supposed to be a
heard the
team.
dude say
It's
this.
a team, and
That's
it's all
why
people
He
partners.
got 2
So
women to stay with.
So it eliminates the cheating that
Is it
they
working?
think.
Yeah,
Because
both
you're
of them
picking your
together.
partners how you want them and say, hey, I like you, you like her, we come to an agreement.
Yeah. That's what I say the dude do.
It's more like a business.
It's a
That's what I'm
business.
I'm saying
saying.
a lot of
It's
men.
It felt more like building a business.
Yeah, that's what this how I saw it.
What kind of emotionally disconnected women are they?
Right.
It's
There's a
about
lot
the
of
man. What about the man?
That's already a given for me.
But the thing is,
A man ain't connected to no woman he with, and not the majority of the women he with. Most women are just getting screwed. A man ain't felt nothing about what you saying.
But
But Michelle ain't told you
I
that.
can think about this. I think about this then. As women, sometimes, and we got the homegirl that we follow because it's women that's boss women. You gonna follow that boss woman, and so you kind of subordinate to that woman. So I can see not in that sense, but I'm saying as women, I can see us falling into that because of sometimes we gravitate to the strength.
The strength of
the strength
and
of
then if
another
the man
woman.
strengthy, just think about
Yeah,
it. If
right.
it's all strengthening, you can't have no leeches. A man that's not gonna be in polygamy with no leeches.
Yes.
He gonna
Oh,
either
yeah.
be,
They
he
like
gonna,
them.
he gonna work them. If nothing else, hey, you don't want to go to work? I don't need you in this pod right here. You're not gonna
But
just
see,
get
he
two.
like something about it. That's why she on the team. See, sometimes they don't always.
And sometimes it's just
they
be
ain't on
sex.
the team because
It's
they
just
like
they
they
way
like
women
what
the way they want.
That's right.
And what about the control? I mean, because what is he saying and doing to make you as a woman be so
submissive to what
entertained?
he got going
It's
on.
the money. It's
There-
the
But
money.
there's black
Or the
women that
lifestyle. They can be living
It's
a
the
big
lifestyle.
house.
It's
And they
the
lazy. They don't
It's
want
a
to do nothing. And they
different
can sit there.
No, I'm talking about in
That's
America.
Are we having
Oh, there you go. I was just gonna wrap him up.
I was trying not to bring him up.
There you go.
Because I didn't want nobody saying,
more
"Them
of the
little
man
kids."
and two women. You see,
No, the
Yeah.
little kids grown now.
now you to me, I would think for me, I would have to go look into the
No,
subject.
they have fun.
That's what I be seeing.
It
I
was
be
a
seeing
woman,
dudes
it's a
doing it.
woman.
They're doing it like a bit like business. They coming together like business. And
There's
making
a
it business.
woman.
But
And
they
the dudes
have
bring-
to be a strong. They have to be some strong minds.
They show
strong
it.
emotions.
Right.
They have to be strength.
They gotta be
in
on
so
the same
many
game because
areas.
all the
Yeah.
game.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
They know-
Because
they know
once
fans
that
listen
woman
to
get
this.
that power and that energy, you
Yeah.
in trouble. That man gonna be in trouble
Yeah.
at certain point.
But that one, he was saying how he had to talk to the one that was on YouTube a lot, the one that kind of really put that out there, polygamy. He said he always ended up having to have separate talks with him to reassure
It's because
them,
you're gonna
to
have
reassure them that
Right.
you
They
know,
got
hey,
their spot.
we got-
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So in the culture today, it's glorified. All things bad are being glorified,
That's
right?
Right.
Yeah.
These
Absolutely.
babies, these girls having these babies,
Mhm.
101 of them. Ain't nobody telling them to struggle with that. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
babies. They
yeah.
have
They
big
say
baby
they know.
showers.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all we see. We see no weddings. They're portraying this stuff,
Yeah.
but they're not telling you
The
the
ins and outs.
mental
Yeah.
strain that's gonna have on you later,
Yeah.
and how you can come this close from losing your mind in
Yeah.
an instant.
Right.
Mhm.
Because if you can't handle something that baby presents, what if that baby comes here handicapped, or the baby dies, or the dad just disappears, never come back? All these things that gonna cause you
Right.
a mental breakdown. So everybody's glorifying, oh, it's a business, this and that. No, that man gonna be stressed, cause a woman is gonna stress you, baby.
Yeah.
Especially you got 5 of them. Y'all heard what Gino said? You say they really like they stressing you out with it.
I don't care
It
what,
just-
no, I don't care how
a
many
man-
women you
a
got,
man,
a
I feel
woman's
like-
gonna stress you.
We need
If
a
one
woman
of
to
them not,
thrive.
somebody
Like
is.
a real man wants, and we
So how
crave
many women
a
did you
woman
have?
to thrive.
How many
I mean,
women?
I've always been a player like my whole life, and I think that was something I struggled with.
Mhm.
And then when I got to a point as understanding myself, I didn't want that for myself. You know, it wasn't about me not caring.
So
about them. It
meaning
was
to
for myself.
thrive, what way are you thriving? With
And
to
what makes you
how
a
do
player?
they make
I'm
you
just trying to
thrive
understand.
like this?
No, I mean, just in the sense of the word, like I always had like multiple girls when I was.
But what's
younger.
thriving about this? Because
I'm saying once I got older, we need a woman to thrive, to become like, you know, a real man, not just saying to have multiple girls. I mean, like
Okay.
as becoming a man, we need a woman to have our back. And what I was saying to him is, I don't want 2 girls and one has my knee and one got my shoulder. I need a woman to have my back and to have me. You know what I mean?
But
Like
if
a
you
chest
chose
and
them,
that- and
would
that
you
is the
think
most
that?
And I think
Important
as being a young man, growing up to becoming a man is very different. You know what I mean? So once a young man becomes a man and we start seeing life differently, we really understand what we need and what we want.
So can you
know?
look back at the choices that you made when you had the 2? Did they have the strength that you were looking for? Were they everything?
No.
Okay,
No,
so at
and-
this age, it wouldn't even. It's a no for you at this age because it's like
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And even while I was going through it, I could see that this is not what I wanted, and this is something that, you know, every guy thinks that is cool, or it's the image of, you know. But we've always, I think that's oppression in the digital age that we live in. We live under these rules, but we've always had oppression. You know what I mean? So this is our way of division. Division is in every part of life. So, you know, this is division between man and woman, and it really, like, I started to see like this isn't how it should be. And what a man really needs is kind of counterproductive to what we're taught as to being a young man, and the moves that we make as a young man. What we really need is the total opposite of how we move.
What you
So
But
by
you
the
should have
time-
had got you stable first. See, unstable person, period.
Mm.
They can't. You gonna
Yeah,
be
but
messing up.
But when do you really even know when you're stable though?
But if
Hey,
nobody,
but
When
Now
you
stop.
But when
Stop
you're
right
not
there,
looking
y'all.
for that whole person.
That leads us to our next good question. I told y'all when I hear it, I gotta
Yes.
stop y'all.
Yes.
All right.
What's up?
So, why do people jump from relationship to relationship?
Insecure.
Seeking attention.
Stability.
Okay, hold on. What'd you say?
Rent.
Insecure.
Nope, not on here.
Yes, it is.
Rent.
Stability.
What'd you
Money.
say?
Stability and money.
It's not on
You telling the story. Let me see that paper.
here. Fellas,
So the relationship.
yeah,
Seeking
why
attention.
y'all men jump from
Seeking
relationship to
attention. Seeking
relationship?
attention.
Yeah, attention needy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is number 4. Attention
Really?
needy. Yeah.
Seeking attention.
Yeah.
I know we
because
think different.
something
We
she's
we
not
sure
doing,
do
she's
think
Yeah, exactly.
and every woman is different. See, if
Yes.
a man is with a woman, I believe, if a man is with a woman that presents a lot of masculine traits and trying to get him to do something, he'll go towards the woman that's not saying all this.
That's right.
Which
Yeah.
he should be the woman that's saying this, because the woman is not saying things really.
But he don't want to
She
date
don't
his
really
mother.
care.
She don't even really care.
She really
But they
is
want
just
that
saying
nurturing
everything
mother
you do
thing, but
is
they don't want
pleasing
to
to
talk
her.
like them like they ain't mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a dominance, and they don't want to date their mother. You don't want her. Girl, you getting on my nerves. You getting on my nerves.
That's gonna happen anyway. We can't like the mama.
No,
We gonna
you
say
need to
that
slow
one
down
time
a little
another. We gonna say the same thing. Y'all getting on our nerves.
But I recently had a conversation, and the conversation was about a guy saying, and he's at this point doing very well in life, and he said the reason he married his wife because she gave him the control he needed not to be with multiple women, and if he was still here and there, he would never have the things that he had. It caused him such a discipline. And now he got everything. And he was like, it's the best decision I ever made. And my father
She
said
helped
the
him
same
become
thing.
stable.
A
That's
strong
what
woman
I'm
to
saying.
scare you.
That's what you said.
Scared.
Exactly that.
My
Yeah.
father said
Ain't nothing wrong with
in
being scared.
his passing, as he was passing,
You know what
he
I'm
said
saying?
the best thing about my life is the fact that I had family and children. Those were the blessings that caused everything
That's the
else.
stability
So
that
that
I'm
is the
saying.
domino
You got to
effect
be
of the
stable.
marriage.
Right.
Yeah,
All right,
it
y'all.
is.
So why y'all think people still jump from relationship to relationships? We talk about stability. Now we talk about unstable people. Really, to be honest.
Well, hurt people, honestly.
Hurt people do hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
They not able to
They
be
unstable,
satisfied.
I'm telling you.
They not satisfied.
Yeah, you lost. You ain't got
I
nothing.
don't jump from relationships, so I don't really know this answer.
I know, right? I had to really ask. I take time for self in between times.
I have to
I had to
take time.
reflect.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like, did I do something wrong? I know I
You
ain't
have
perfect.
to.
Oh, I did cuss you out one too many
I'm gonna
times.
take healing moments. I'm gonna take healing moments. So I'm gonna take
Yes.
time out to break from all that.
Yes.
Woosah,
They don't wanna be alone.
That's the best.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
What'd you
people
say?
don't wanna be alone.
They don't want to be
Yeah,
alone. They're afraid to be alone.
Some people
I'm
can't
trying to
be
figure out where that
alone.
fit in
Some
one of
people can't
these.
do
Number,
that.
number
You
two.
forcing
Like,
it
in
now,
other
you
words,
forcing
they
it
don't.
now.
They don't. I mean, they care so much about what everybody else think that they don't want to. A long time scared
kinda
them.
that
They don't want to
attention
heal.
needed.
They don't want to heal. They just want to
Yeah.
get back.
Lost.
Get back.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much one. Number 5 is lost because, like I said, they really not healed, so they lost on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Emotion don't come
Yes.
with no lies, so you ain't got no emotion.
I heard that a lot.
They
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
try me. They gonna-
All right, anybody want to take a shot at 1, 2, or 3?
What's the question again? I forgot.
Why do people
It's
jump
a
from
habit.
relationship to
It could
relationship?
be a habit.
Yes,
It could be just a habit, a bad habit of
That's
just.
Because that means they already lost. If it's a habit, they lost already. They don't know what relationships is, and their attention needy for relationships. So that all kind of, rolls in there.
Not
I'll
different.
keep rolling. Y'all want to keep
Go,
rolling?
right, go. What's number 3?
Number, what was that? Number 3 is bored.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And you know that
Some people don't have.
They just
don't
bored.
be doing
Some
They
that.
people
can't-
don't know they
They
bored.
like
know
that
we
time
doing
you're supposed to be taking for yourself.
Right.
They're like, okay,
Yeah, let
forget
me find
everybody.
something to do.
I
But
do
you know
this.
what?
And then next thing you know, they look at something and they get bored.
actually
And they
how
back
I
out there
listen to
again.
that word, that's the worst word ever. I don't like it. My grandson says, but Nene, I'm bored. And I
Yes.
tell him, you're not bored. We're not going to use that word.
It's
I don't
right.
like the term.
Yes.
But
It
the
makes you do
term-
things that you wouldn't do.
Yeah,
It
the
makes you do
term
things that you would not do.
really is destroying you.
Yeah.
The
Right.
term
Yes.
itself. Just
Right,
even
right,
saying
right.
it.
'Cause I never
Speaking
get
it on
bored.
yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
never
I don't know.
bored.
I always got
I don't
something to
even
do.
know what that is. And
I
I'm
never
gone
get
a
bored.
lot.
No.
So when
When I
I
heard
heard
that,
that,
and kept hearing it, and I was like,
because
okay,
my mind
that
is
makes
thinking,
sense.
I
You know
can
what I'm
write,
saying?
I can do it, I can go to
Something,
sleep.
yeah.
But,
Exactly.
yeah, I can do it.
All right, come on, y'all. Let's roll. I'm gonna give y'all a chance.
I
Y'all a
agree with
chance
that.
to take a pick and another word or two, or where y'all think.
Social media. No.
Finances, money.
No, that's why people jump from relationship to relationship.
Money.
Control.
Situation.
To be honest with y'all, to me, I feel like all this is within that person. All these answers came from within.
Yeah.
So number 2 was selfish.
Selfish.
Because even if you get out of a relationship with somebody, that relationship might deserve your time and attention in just a moment. Sometimes you need to get away from somebody. If y'all having a heated moment, sometimes the best place is to break for a minute.
Right.
But does that give the other person right to enter another relationship within 24 hours?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You wasn't in the relationship.
Because it's just a thought.
Exactly. But sometimes they can think, like say we could be going at it, and then I'm mad at you, you mad at me, we not talking, so like you be like, oh, it's over for us. We ain't never get back together. I can say, well, he is over for us. He ain't called me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I have to make that person like, well, I'm gonna go and talk to this other chick who's trying to get at me. Well, I might as well go on out to eat with this other dude. So that's why I'm saying that it's selfish, because even if you think like that, maybe you should call the other person like, hey, I ain't mad at you no more. Let's
Right.
talk when you get a moment.
Yeah.
Because then it's selfish, because
You'll
you're
be
not thinking,
assuming.
especially if you love that person. Now
Yeah.
these questions came out because the main thing people asked me, they were like, well, is it somebody you just met a couple
Right.
months? I'm like, no, that you was in a relationship. And I say 6 months beyond. That should be enough time to where if you have a breakage somewhere in your relationship, you should give it time. And that's the part if you don't, then that's where it's selfish at. Because if you really cared about that person. Now I'm not speaking and I didn't ask on if you didn't really care about somebody or if he was pimping or that I was like, I don't want them answers. I don't want them answers. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that know they was in that relationship, y'all was in it for a while, a couple months or whatever, and I say 6 months is a good amount of time. That's half a year. Because again, y'all, time is the most important thing you can give somebody. And you'll know, like, in that 6 months time, if y'all giving each other the right time, then y'all know, okay, yeah, this person really, care for me. But if y'all having a hard time from day one or after y'all done had sex the first time, a week later or whatever, that ain't no relationship anyway.
I think a lot of
True
these
story.
things that's going on right now is not a relationship.
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of people
A lot of
are
stuff
really
that's
not
going on
in
is really not a relationship.
They really
Yes.
not. Yeah, they
Because
just
what's happening and taking place is just a bunch of people just
sleeping together.
wasting time
Mhm.
being here and there and don't have anything figured out
Right.
as far as their self or life or a relationship.
Right.
None of what they have going on. There's no solid thoughts behind anything
Mhm.
that makes life concrete.
And that causes
in
them.
a sense, and I'm not gonna say life can be just so concrete because it can't. But I'm just saying like a direction.
Yes,
like
everything
a
she
flow.
just said
Right.
led back to the number one answer, which is desperate.
Yeah.
Because like I said, all this has to do with what's going on within you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So some people are so desperate for a relationship.
Gotcha.
Instead of fixing the relationship that they got, which will cause them to be selfish, because that desperation is going to cause you to be selfish. And
But
that's
sometimes
why,
that's how you
man,
enter those
Right.
relationships too. If you
Right.
entered it
If
for
you
money,
already
lust, or whatever,
Right.
that's how it's gonna be because that's what you got into it for. You was like, oh well, he get balling. Let me get this little change. Or
You
your
already got
mind
that
was
thought, you
already in there,
already
yeah,
gone, you already-
to get him to be a
Yeah.
sucker to get something
Yeah.
out of him.
Yeah.
But this too.
You end up in
Do
a
you
bad place.
analyze anything about what you've experienced? Do
You're
you
supposed to.
even
They
reflect?
Everybody
on
don't
why did I
analyze.
make this choice?
Everybody don't
and
Yeah.
that's why,
People-
if you don't reflect
Yeah.
on yourself and what's going in,
Yeah.
that's going to make you desperate.
Yeah.
It's going to make you
Yeah.
selfish. It's going to cause you to be
It's gonna keep
bored.
you
It's going to
open.
make
It's
you
gonna keep you
attention
open.
needy, and
Yeah.
you're going to be lost
It's gonna keep you
because
open.
you done already experienced all
Yeah,
this.
it's gonna keep you open.
And then you're
without
gonna break about
Yeah.
5 or 10 more people because you finna run through some
Right.
people.
Exactly.
And
Yes,
then you
yes,
gonna
yes.
cause them this same pain that you
You
brought
are
to
broke.
them.
And there's no
Individual.
accountability
Right.
of you ever thinking about anything you did. Because most people at this point, they just don't care.
Hurt people hurt people.
And they're
That's
just
it.
out
Right.
here, just passing along hurt.
Hmm.
That's
and,
it.
and that's pretty much
And they
it.
don't care.
And
That's why the
they've
world
been
needs
hurt
people
since
built
most
out
of
of
the cases
love.
a kid.
Right.
And they're carrying all
But
their
we got too much
childhood
social
traumas.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The access.
They
It's
trying
too
to
much
keep up.
access.
I feel like the
People
number one
there.
thing, I feel like a person needs to sacrifice through all this stuff going on in the world. You gotta have sacrifice for yourself, for your happiness, for your life, for your peace.
But you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to sacrifice too much because, like
That's
you
right.
said, if you bond with somebody in the right way,
Right.
it's not gonna be no sacrifice besides time.
That's right.
You understand? That's it. But if you get with somebody for the wrong reasons, then it might cause you a sacrifice.
even
Then you
when
can't
you're
be who
saying-
you really are.
Even when you're
You a
sacrifice,
wolf in a sheep's clothing. You know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
maybe you have to be careful with the word sacrifice because
Yes.
some people don't understand it like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be sacrificing everything for them and them never
Everybody
sacrifice.
done
Exactly.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Yeah.
exactly what you said, two people come together, if y'all in it to win it, and something happens, it's a different type of sacrifice. Like say, well, I'm gonna sacrifice, you work in the morning, I work at night, so we ain't gotta pay a sitter. That's a good sacrifice.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have to sacrifice much
Yeah.
to be in a healthy
And
relationship.
the other thing people don't know how to build. It's another thing about building. Some people have been so broken that they don't even know what building. Like I said, I keep going back to stability. If you're not stable mentally or in your heart, you can't build with other people.
You can't build with yourself.
You can't build nothing.
You can't
You
nothing.
gonna keep turning the building down, or you get to a certain point and you that's where you level off it. You don't put the windows and the doors in. You comfortable right there in that shack.
Right there. That leads us to our last question before
Seven.
our bonus round is gonna be our ending round. It's a good one, y'all. But the last question, which brought us what you just said, because you gotta be stable on the inside. Why do people lie so much? I need the top 5 answers. Come on, ladies. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
People lie to gain something or to portray something or be.
I mean,
It's
I
not
experienced
I think it ain't on here, but I remember it being on the list, but it didn't make it to the top 5.
It
Sorry.
is, I mean, to
Really?
me, people
Oh, yeah.
really are just lying to themselves because at the end of it, you're really not lying to me. You're just really
You're
lying
lying
to
to
yourself.
yourself.
Because if I got enough sense, I already know you're
You
lying.
lied
to me.
anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean,
So
even
really-
as children, we done all lied. You lied to get out of the trouble.
Bam. There's the number one
Lie to
answer
get
right
out of
there.
it.
Hold on.
What is it?
The number one answer was lying for family when you were young. That's what everybody, a lot of people told me. That's what they were taught to lie.
You don't stop
Lying
Yeah,
for family. They said they were taught to lie at a young age. Even your mom was like, don't tell your Amy I'm here.
Is
Don't
that them
answer the
calling?
door.
Don't answer
Don't
the
do
door.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, tell them I ain't
And I want to go back to what
And they
you
don't
said as
know
far
how
as
to
attention.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the reason why that is not on there, but it was like bored / attention. Because when you want attention, you get bored, you just want some attention. So I'm going to give you that bonus thing, and that was number 4.
Like Jill Whitney when they just knock on the door. Don't answer the door. Get out. Don't do
You
it.
let a bill collector go back in the day.
I'm going to tell you.
Don't answer that phone.
I got a
They know what it
story.
is.
I got a story about a kid lie from my grandson. And so I'm always trying to figure out men from the start from my grandson from raising him
Y'all
because
got
I
the
know
points.
that whatever men do most of the time it starts when they're young. So we as women do stuff to boys
And number one. That's the thing.
to make them certain type of men. We do it. We're the nurturers. And so we hand them certain tools that they have from a woman. So even with the emotion and all the things that men have, if their mother is too emotional, they are going to be a messed up individual as a man.
Yeah.
And then some woman going to have to deal with it. So I'm saying this in the case of lying because my grandson was watching something he wasn't supposed to be watching. Somebody told him, the TV now you can just say what you want to say and play with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes,
And he
Lord.
had that going. So I was like peeping in there. So first he was lying about it and get told behind don't watch that again being popped. So stop popping him because I know he was like, okay, he figuring this thing out by the next time it happened. So you watching something? He said, well, Nene, yes, I am. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, Nene, I watched it. I watched a little bit of what I was supposed to be watching and a little bit of what I wasn't supposed to be watching. I liked it.
So he said,
So he told me the
Tell
truth.
the truth.
He told me the truth because I'm teaching him.
Goes to
He's
respect
like,
it, yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble anyway. So I was like, you might as well go ahead and tell the truth, get it out the way. And he did.
That's a
He
good
told
way
me-
to teach the babies that hey,
Well, he learned
it's gonna be worse if you tell me a lie, and at least it won't be so bad.
But we know that as human beings that there are consequences coming behind if we don't tell the truth or we need to manipulate this. We need to go in to
Manipulate
a lie.
the
We gotta manipulate the situation so we tell
So
the
that's where
lie
it starts.
to
Yeah.
get what we
Yeah.
need to get.
Because I'm shocked at some of these little kids that
Yeah.
just be telling the story. You be like, did you just do that? They look dead at you in your eye. No.
Uh-huh.
And you be like, I saw you do it. And they be like,
What?
that gets me every time. I be like, and you are
Because-
too.
you start
And
to
lie.
I start to pay attention now that I got the grant. I'm looking at it different.
Yeah.
Now, when I was 21,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at parenting like that. I probably was lost somewhere. I wasn't mind on nothing.
All of us.
Yeah,
I
so
was a young
now
brother,
it's
you know?
different because I'm
My
paying
daughter
attention
was
like
bad.
these kids
Oh.
are
Right.
smart. Should they come here smart or what? But maybe they was already smart and I just didn't know it at that time.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, I was doing my thing, yeah.
So,
Some people
Back
lie
to the
just
board,
to
y'all.
be, just because they can. A lot of be
that's
lying.
bored. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well,
That's bored.
I'm saying that they lie because they don't want to face the consequences.
The
for
truth.
lying.
That's number 5.
Face
Avoid the
the truth.
situation.
Yeah.
Truth sound like hate to those who hate the truth.
Yeah.
Avoid a
That's all that
situation.
is.
Uh-oh, y'all. Watch out. The ladies is coming on back up.
That's what you want.
I did. But I ain't gonna lie. I was about to give y'all mad props. I was about to say, fellas, I talk so much stuff when we first started, like, we're gonna get y'all. Y'all need some help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not tripping, so now it's gonna be about adding it up.
0.
All right, no. We got 2 more answers, y'all. And they actually pretty good. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So y'all talking kind of around it, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, I had to just grab just a key point of it. But if it's close, I'll make sure y'all get points.
So the question is, why do people lie?
Why do people lie so much? Not just lie, so much.
People.
saying?
Some people lie so
Compulsive
much because they're covering up a character or who they are, or some people lie about themselves.
That's kind of being bored, because that's
They're
attention.
Well, maybe-
Yeah, because
how about
I'm
habitual?
that's attention. Yeah,
Maybe you
that's
just a
kinda-
habitual lie.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you, right.
That's
No,
just a
once-
habit.
once it
Some
start
people just got a
coming.
habit of lying.
Yes.
I can sit up there and say, you can ask me,
I'm looking at the board now.
you
I'm like,
got a
y'all
watch
looking
on,
kind of
and I'm so used to lying. No, it's not a watch.
No,
Yeah, people will lie.
But
Those are the
they're
worst
so used
ones
to lying.
that'll lie right there in front of your face, and you looking at it like, wait a minute, that says
It's like,
A, and you just
I
said that's
already know
E. That's
the
E.
truth.
I'm
Why
telling
are
you.
you
You know.
lying?
I mean,
Those
but
are the worst
is
ones.
lying really a mental thing though? Is that could be mental
think-
part of the mental health? Because some people.
It ain't
I think
mental.
so.
I think it's
I
this,
think
and
so.
I'm
Yeah.
saying nobody
years
gets going. I'm
they
putting it on
lying
here.
right then. They
I
start
said-
right
It's
then.
associated.
Be a mental
They're
health
disassociated
issue
with
because
reality.
Yeah.
I know
It's-
some
That's
women.
what I think. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know some
Yeah.
women,
Yeah.
and I ain't just saying men, but I know
They
some
just
women that do some
habitual.
stuff that I be like,
Why you even lying about that? Like,
Lying is just, you can't
what?
face.
I mean, some
Right,
delusional
that's where
stuff
I'm
that
at.
I be
That's
like,
So-
it's delusional.
Whatever.
You got
So
to be
y'all-
delusional.
That's why I asked about the mental health
So-
aspect of it.
But it
well, we
doesn't-
know,
Yeah.
you know,
Some people
most
are
people.
mentally delusional. So
The what
they
she was just
that's
saying, that
there.
habitual liars,
And so
that's
the
a
other
mental
condition.
thing.
Right.
That's
Well,
something they need some help
the
with.
devil is master deception, so you know he can if
Yeah, then he gonna use that. That's
He gonna
what.
lie.
So number 2, y'all,
It's wood.
why people lie so much is manipulation.
Yeah, yeah.
to get you to believe something other than what you are.
And why do people manipulate? That's the number one. I mean, it's the same thing why they lie so much.
Right.
No,
People do
narcissist
manipulation
says,
to do what? For control.
Control.
Huh.
Yes.
You can't control me with no lie.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So those are our top answers. Lying as a child for family, or just lying as a child. Manipulation, control, bored, for attention, and to avoid a situation. All right, so we're going to roll on into this bonus question, y'all. This is to help. This is going to be the last time y'all can earn some points.
That's a pork chop with.
Come on, ladies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even count. I tried to. Here's the funny thing, y'all. Okay. I guess whoever give the funniest answer gonna win the 50 points, because it's not 5 answers on this one. It's just
one?
Yeah.
You laugh?
I know, because it's so crazy. Because we had this
What's the
topic
question?
before.
Come on.
What y'all think about women with no panties and guys who wear no drawers?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Now,
One
let
word.
me go with the women with
One
no
word.
panties. This is Quita's opinion. Nobody else has to agree with it.
Oh,
Alright?
Lord. Go.
Honestly, transparently, I don't feel after a certain age you need panties. Not for men. Men should always wear drawers.
See, that's
But
another
I'm
double
saying
standard.
for a woman,
Double standard.
For a woman,
Y'all
certain
gotta know.
outfits don't require underwear. To me, and you should be clean enough not to have to wear underwear, and it helps you breathe on a woman's sake. I'm just saying, it depends on how clean you are. You know what I'm saying? How you clean yourself.
That is nasty.
Don't share your clothes and stuff like that. It's a certain age that you should stop wearing underwear. At some point, I'm talking about obligated to wear, mandatory to wear,
Yes.
big draws, this, that, and that. It's a certain age. That's just queer. Now,
I got you.
that's just queer.
I just say always wear panties to church, ladies. Okay.
That's just queer. That's me. Now,
What was the
And don't
question
sit on the
again?
front
look at it.
I'm still trying to figure out.
What I was
So,
saying. No, for real. That's
is
just
women
me.
with no panties or guys with no drawers? How y'all feel about that?
I'm just going back culturally because every culture don't wear underwear. I
Right.
mean, I think that as a society we have made that a thing to do.
Right.
I mean, and they give you some type of underwear when you go to jail or whatever else it is. So they make you put something on to cover those things, you know, culturally. But I don't know. I ain't been to Africa to know what them not wearing, you know, underwear. But culturally, I just think that
I mean,
it's a choice.
right.
Yeah.
At
Right.
this
Right.
moment, it's a choice.
But y'all know how
Even the men.
strongly men feel about that, though. Man, y'all,
Old
what's y'all
school,
opinion?
man. I mean, yeah.
Old school, man. And Kashawn, the first, I remember saying it to her, like, we're going to talk about
sick of you.
this. She was like, nasty, hoe. And I was like, really?
I mean,
I don't think it's right. I'm with you, Queen. It's certain outfits. Ladies, y'all know, it just don't work. We look in the mirror, we want to be
but
popping. We
that's
don't
why
want
they,
to see
that's
that.
why they made the thong. You got on something
Right,
that
yeah,
makes you
'cause I'm-
Hey,
mentally
thumbs
know
hurt
that you
though
got.
sometimes.
They do, but I'm saying I think that was the whole concept behind
But
that because
I personally don't like them like that because I really don't like feeling like I
Right,
need
right.
to dig. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you know,
I know a lot of girls with big booties say that's why they don't wear it.
I mean, it's not that I can't
They
fit
don't
them.
like
I
them,
can
you know
fit
what I'm
them
saying?
and wear them just fine and perfectly fine. But I just choose to,
No.
you know, honor my rights to do what
Be
I
comfortable.
want.
Exactly.
But I will say this:
Lord
in the
have mercy.
event that you are in a relationship and your man knows
There you
that
go.
you do not wear underwear,
That ain't
and
good.
then you slip on some underwear, he got a problem with that. Cause why you putting on drawers?
Like we going to church, baby.
No, he gonna look at it like that. Cause you, but I would wear underwear to work. You know, cause I got scrubs
yeah.
on and stuff like that.
Right.
But if he know I don't wear drawers, then he's gonna say like, if I'm saying I'm finna go with the girls, we finna go out. Why you putting on drawers and why your bra and your panties matching? You know how we do it. I'm just gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Cause sometimes we don't do that. Not all the time.
Right.
Unless you,
No,
that
we
stuff
gonna
gonna
show
come
it.
out. They got the match.
Right.
I want to hear what the men say. 'Cause see, I'm not
Yeah.
understanding there's no underwear for y'all because I ain't.
I didn't even know they was
Right.
No,
Well, y'all know we
know
got
that.
Remember the theory, the
If a
sweatpants
man
theory.
came
You
to
know
my
what I'm
house,
saying?
took
So
out his clothes, and then
I feel like that's for my eyes only. But you should not leave the house without no drawers on, swinging. So y'all okay
Yeah,
with
but
that?
a
Guys
man-
should wear drawers.
Yeah, I feel like a man should
Man,
have
Yeah, you.
I think in the house,
I
I think in the house, don't wear them, baby. Don't wear them.
Well, yeah,
Then
you
when
in
you
the
leave the
house.
house, yeah,
Yeah.
drawers.
Well, it's because I know folks that will and then folks that won't. So, they be like, what?
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's too much
And then they don't
attention
put no
because
grease on.
some people look at your eyes, some people look at your teeth and nose. But if you
If you're not
know
wearing
better,
anything,
you know not to
grease
wear a man. I'm talking about a man because your eyes gonna go there.
Yeah.
That's like a woman with no bra. She gotta.
Yeah, y'all can
Let me
make
see what the thing is on there. You know the TTs and
Yeah.
heads and what you got this stuff showing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a man gonna automatically go there. I mean, but yeah, that's not cool for a man.
I don't
especially-
see it for a man. I wouldn't see
Nah.
it to be comfortable for y'all because
I mean,
first
because
of all,
y'all like to be.
But I've heard a lot of guys
packaged up.
say, but it's like a lot of younger dudes.
Well, I'm just saying.
Now that I
they
think
like
about
to
it,
be
that they like
packaged
to
up.
free swing.
they change everything.
No, you stimulating yourself in some type of way. The prime
Maybe
is doing
because
something.
when I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the
right
sexual
on.
addiction thing, and I kind of went into it. It is kind of a stimulant for some of the cats that I talked to. I was
Absolutely. I
like,
mean,
that's
come on.
weird. Like, is it the
That's a
friction or
weird
what? They
thing.
like, yeah, you know. I
You
caught
want
a lot
these
of
scenes
weird
and stuff.
stuff.
So what's the answer?
I don't like.
Oh, there ain't no answers for that. I just want to know y'all's opinion.
Every answer was the wrong answer. We all had the wrong
There
answer.
was.
Y'all
never really have an answer.
Well, really, it's freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For both sides.
Respectful freedom.
Respectful freedom.
That's
You know
all
what I'm
I
And
saying?
then I would
But I
think,
just want to hear
I
what
would think
people thought.
if I was a man and just knowing male genitalia, I wouldn't want my stuff bobbling
no.
around.
Yeah,
all
we need
day.
protection.
That y'all
You
need
know what
to
I'm
be
saying?
covered
But do
up, put
boxes
together.
actually provide that?
No,
Yes,
not boxes.
they do.
That's the
Breathe,
that's
breathe.
the comfort.
Breathe.
It got to be box and breathe. But I'm talking about those old school boxes. Y'all know the ones that look like a shirt.
Plant.
Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just had a little slit in the
I'm
middle.
gonna say this.
For
and
easy
I-
access.
No, they're made right now.
Which one?
It's like
Now they got
The
it.
ones back in the day, you know the old ones that look like it might have been
It look like
a
a
t-shirt
shirt.
or
Yeah.
something,
Back up,
but
back
sheer.
I don't do that.
That's what I'm back.
I
Okay.
ain't seen nothing about your shorts.
Now listen, if I see that nowadays, that is a deterrent for me. Because if you still got on them elastic, if
What?
I got
You know
on
what
them,
I'm talking about
The
those.
fruit
But
roll.
it's- but
The fruit, the logo, I'm like,
The white
your
tag.
dad
They're like
might
knit
have
or-
that on.
or
yeah,
real
they
tight
look
like.
they look like a flannel shirt.
Yes,
seen
those.
I
Those.
deter from those because
Girl.
the movie
I
Friday
hope
and what's
they're not
they
singing
had
it.
them on
I
there,
don't
those
think
kind of stains in them.
See, but guys don't care about what type of underwear we get. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
But
want
do
them
those
boxers.
comfort?
Folks, I
Do
know
those
some-
comfort? Do those still feel
I know
like
some
I know what
freelance?
you mean, but I want protection. But
You don't want them
So-
boxers. Y'all wear them little sweet
nah,
things.
Y'all wear the
want
ones
nothing
with the
to
little
jump
brown
on,
tight.
you know what
They
I'm
kind
saying?
of tight.
Whitey
That's
tighties? You
the
still wear whitey
Nah.
tighties?
Nah.
No, but I'm saying the ones, back in the day where they had them.
I
I
don't
know
know.
what you're talking about.
That's the
Yeah, they look like a flannel jacket.
It look like
The
they
ones that
stink.
go-
The long john.
I had to ask, do you still wear whitey tighties?
When
Do
I
you still
when I
wear
went to
whitey-
Highway 6, y'all had to wear.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
So you still wear them then?
Not no more, because that's when you
Say
win.
not by choice.
No.
That's not freedom though.
I wear
That's not the freedom. You know what I'm
Supreme
saying?
boxers.
That's it.
Yeah, so y'all still ain't answered my question. I know it's been a while, but I know y'all wore them before.
What?
Like the ones she was talking about, the ones you say you wear,
That's
it's like
what I
the
wear.
flannels.
That's what
But
I'm
you don't have
different.
nothing to hang
Yeah.
out of them.
That's right.
So I'm saying when y'all wore those, didn't those feel like y'all had nothing on?
No,
No.
it don't.
It didn't hold nothing. I don't remember those
No,
holding.
the thing is, you don't want it to rub.
It's
You
not-
know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's sensitive.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
It's the
Okay.
truth.
But I'm like, those seem like
It's like a bra.
It
You know what I'm
is-
saying? It
no,
might
they
but
don't
you
seem
still
like
need
no
it.
bra, man. Y'all know which ones I'm talking. Y'all funny.
Okay,
I should have brought some.
I'm gonna give you the
I
opposite
know.
effect. I'm gonna give you
Don't
the
take off the
opposite
ones you
effect.
got on there.
Damn.
Yeah,
What we
deal.
talking about?
Turn, let the guys see what we talking about. Them right there.
Don't y'all be looking at my
Deal.
But that's different. Now we just
So those don't feel like y'all free balling.
No, it
No, they keep everything right there.
You
But
shut
it's
up. You are not included in that part of the conversation.
Mine go booty. This stay right there.
Nah, they don't feel like free ball.
Okay, so that's what I want to know.
we got
Okay,
Okay,
I want
the
to know.
mystery is solved. Okay.
The mystery solved. Okay, y'all. Oh, well, sorry, you know what I'm saying?
So
We
we
have
got
had
your
an
right to
excellent
free-
episode, y'all. I am loving it now.
Yes.
We got to tally up the board over here to see who actually won. Let's see.
80, 80, 50,
If we
130, 140 on our side.
We won.
160. We got 160.
Yeah, the guys won. They got it all. They got it all. I can't believe it.
Congratulations.
I can't believe it. The guys won.
Wow, you gonna say
Sharon
that?
Karen doesn't want to give us some points for being gentlemen. Gentlemen should
On the
just
behalf
give
of the
us
women,
points.
it's not turning me down. So this,
Right.
you know, we're gonna
You know, it's shocking though because I really thought the women was going to win this one. You know what I'm saying? So here's the shocker. Here's where it all turned around that they actually won. But you know what? Y'all won good and honest and, you know,
Fair and
everything
square.
fair and
Yeah,
square.
it was
I
fun.
didn't cheat.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. How you going to say that you on our side? Which side was you on?
On the ones that look like
I don't know. We should have made you half and half. That should have.
That's why I'm in the middle.
See, look
I
at
know,
that,
but you
man.
didn't speak on their behalf.
Cause I know some stuff I don't know.
Yes. Well, we have had an awesome show playing Relationship Feud. I know I learned some things today. I hope all y'all
Yeah, I
learned
did too.
something by the
What
magical
you say
board
that
and
was?
the
And what that is?
poll that I took on these questions for the answers. And I think we had some really good ones. I think that a lot of the answers that we had for the board made a whole lot of sense because I would have never came up with those answers by myself. So that was the positive part about asking people. And of course, I try not to ask y'all, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But so we can get it together. This has been a great learning experience, I think, not only for Black history, but for men and women in general. Because you can take this information, any age, race, whatever, and learn something from it. So I'm hoping that y'all learn something from today's show. Nothing negative. I hope we all positive. Anything we said in here, don't take offense to it. It's just our opinions, and some of it might have been for comedy. So don't hold us forward to it. My crew here, everybody. We even had cameraman come off deck to join in on it. Thank you, Gio. Time we want y'all to have love, peace, and happiness, regardless of the relationship stuff y'all heard today. We was telling y'all some positive vibes.
No doubt.
But love, peace, and happiness.
Stay connected and deeply rooted.
Yeah, but you gotta save a life before you take a life.
Save a life before you take a life.
Yes. So stay connected and deeply rooted. Yeah. What's up, world? This is the Deeply Rooted Vodcast host, Miss JB, aka the Waco Alien, and we got Lil Willie from the Mainers, aka Mr. Introduction.
This is where reality meets wisdom.
Y'all look us up at Deeply Rooted BL9DC. YouTubers, y'all. Listen one more time at BL9DC.
Stay connected and deeply rooted
At all times.